folks, we are back. Let's check a quick echo check, make sure that it's working. I'm seeing green. It's working. All right, cool. All right, here's the setup for today. And we'll do our little people, I guess. So who do we have here? We've got DM Adam.
That's me. I know that guy. And we can mute this. This should be muted.
Boomy the kitty cat man.
Boomy the
Doesn't
kitty
quite
cat.
have the alliteration of Tell of the Trail Man.
No.
Yeah,
We'll take it.
yeah.
That's all right. Evard, the tailless tiefling bard.
Tailless tiefling bard.
I am Glute McShoot, the elvish or elf ranger.
Glute McShoot is this
Glute
guy right
McShoot.
here.
That's hilarious.
I have
I
for Stillwater,
the mountain
Maybe
fighter,
we can
Battlemaster Dwarf.
Battlemaster Dwarf. All right.
Get it.
And I'm playing as Drakkar Noir, the human presenting, I guess I'll just say human presenting cleric.
As long as you're presenting.
Yeah, but he goes by Drak.
Here, can you make a name for yourself?
Yep.
For the initiative lineup.
You got it.
And you
Oh,
two
Drak.
over there, Ranger dude.
Yep, you can call my character Drak. That works. It was all
That's
after
how we
that
took care of
day
initiatives.
when his parents' name are Dulce is his father and Gabbana his mother. His favorite color is light blue. So, yeah. Such a cool name though.
Cool. There are dry erase boards if you need it for whatever. I'll just do this for you.
Okay, and I'll put it
Then
down.
we're good to
over-
go?
I'll put it down over here for now. I'll probably be passing the camera around depending on who's got the best viewpoint and everything as well. But I'll try and main it. But
Feel free to
Alright.
grab the camera off Carl. We're good to get going, are we?
let's pop it on DM Adam.
So, the party spends their night at the end of the last game after you've gone and made the prisoner exchange. The party spends their night fairly uneventfully on the ship, the boat that took you upriver, for where you traded off Pimple Bottom Brown Trousers to the gnome contingent, retrieved the reward, the bounty, and are waiting for a daybreak to return. What's the highest passive perception of the party?
12.
14.
Passive perception, right? No, you don't roll it. It's 10 plus your perception.
10 plus your wisdom plus if you're proficient in it.
Proficient, so that's
22.
+4.
You can't have a passive of 22 of those.
Oh, is it 10?
Yeah, it's 10 plus your wisdom modifier plus
Oh,
if
my
you're
modifiers,
proficient.
right.
And you also
Perception.
get that too.
Yeah.
So
That's passive perception.
Just 11.
Okay. You're not there right now,
Yeah,
so
right.
and there's no elves in the group currently.
I still have dark vision if that's what you're asking.
For the resting period. That's what I'm asking about. No. Okay. So very well. The party sleeps uneventfully. At daybreak, everybody wakes up, and except for Garuk, your commander, the captain of the ship of the Heart of Gold, which is the name of the boat. And he, however, is just sleeping on the deck. His stomach is engorged and quite swollen. He is asleep on the deck, just kind of basking like a lizard would bask in the sun, warming up. Biffer, you wake up, find that your breastplate, the straps have been totally eaten away because you had fallen into the ooze. Straps of your armor are eaten away, rendering it useless. Currently, you are unarmored. Yes, you have just, so your AC is now just 10 plus your dexterity modifier. Black oozes are bad, okay? Oozes are lots of fun. I love oozes. Aside from that, basically an eventful night. Party wakes up and spends, because it's downstream, you guys went upstream to get away from, let's bring up the map. Okay, going up the Chinthar River to about this bend here, where, if you want to know by distance, because this is such a fucking awesome map, we can go from Baldur's Gate 70 miles or so. 70 miles or so, right? So that takes you guys, it took you about, this.
Got to be near Candle Keep.
Candle Keep is, I believe, up slightly. Oh, it is slightly above here. Let me just, I don't want this anymore. I want to cancel. Such a good map. Yeah, there's Candle Keep. So Candle Keep is the same. Either way, Chintar River, you guys made to about here, go 70 miles. Now the river flows this way out to the sea. Baldur's Gate rests here, and so it only takes you half the time to get back as it took you to get here. So you're able to get back within about 6 hours, 7 hours. Yeah, let's say that. Let's say 10 hours. Let's say 10 hours. It's about 10 hours to get back. Not quite the whole time to get there. You arrive back in Baldur's Gate. It's about midday. You get off the boat. You got your ship, which is on the shelf. If you don't need it anymore, you can watch the last episode for those. If there's anybody tuning in to find out what the ship that set up whole thing looked like.
Still have to post it.
Okay. So again, I'll bring up the map of Baldur's Gate. This is the dock. This short little dock here.
It looks a lot smaller than Waterdeep.
It is. Waterdeep is the city of Splendor. It is a massive, bustling city full of magic and whatnot, and has like far-reaching influence and whatnot. Baldur's Gate is an independent city.
I thought Baldur's Gate was like super important.
It is,
Yeah.
but it's an independent city. It's
Right.
not part of like Waterdeep itself is like a nation unto itself.
Right.
Like,
City
it's got-
state.
Yeah. Baldur's Gate is more like
It's a
an
nice
old
port
school.
city.
It's a port city, but it's an old stronghold. They have a nice. They do have a good navy, but the navy mostly.
That's still pretty big.
Yeah, it is big. The navy mostly protects this, and it's from pirates to stop pirates from having
Right.
an inland route. And that's what, if you look on this map here, this bridge over here represents kind of like upstream. This is the way you guys would have departed Waterdeep from upstream. The water flows down this way. Anybody coming in from the city, from the sea area, is kind of battling upstream. Anyway, zooming in,
There's a dragon underneath the city.
perhaps. There may or may not be. Right. So you guys are, this is your dock right here, this tiny little dock, and this L-shaped building is the headquarters of the Flaming Hand, not the Flaming Fist, the Flaming Hand.
I'll serve the flaming hand.
These buildings represent their guild houses, where the people that they train, i.e. yourselves, stayed. The masters live, and these ones above here also all dedicated to crafts. All of the rangers, hello to dog, beware of this monster. He's to scale. They all train within those buildings and reside within those buildings, and as discussed in the group, that is where you guys have resided the last year and a half under close watch of your trainers. You return and disembark the boat here at this dock, and Garuk enters in, leaving his crew on the ship. He wakes up, stirs. He's very groggy and very swollen around the midriff. Like he's just gorged himself on like nothing but gluten and bad intentions, and wearily and kind of groggily staggers off the ship and heads toward Commander Gareth Albrecht's chambers through the door that leads in here. You guys can do whatever you want. He's walking in there carrying his chest. You can do whatever you like. You can remain on the ship. You can remain on the ship, or you can join him inside. I'm not telling anybody what they can or cannot or should not do. Period. He gets off the ship and is heading down the dock to see Albrecht.
Oh,
You're with him. So
I'll go where.
I reluctantly follow as well.
yeah, okay. So you guys all head in to see Commander Gareth Albright. He is in there. You can see he's looking over this this old blind hobgoblin's shoulders. She's sitting over a cauldron. Her eyes are white, and she's just staring kind of blankly, but like intent, like blankly. Although like you can't, she's not at all distracted by anything going on around her. She's fixated wholly on this this cauldron. He's kind of there looking over her shoulder, occasionally like pointing at something and muttering to himself. When you guys walk in, looks up from the cauldron, sees Garuk walking in with the chest, like, ah, splendid. Another successful venture. Bring it here. And Garuk walks over and hands him the chest, and he opens it inside. His face lights up. He's quite content with what he sees there. And he asks Garuk how these people performed, how the trainees performed, and Garuk kind of belches. And as he belches, he kind of spits out a little piece of tattered cloth that he spits out on the ground, like as expected, right? Kind of not saying anyone's praises, as expected. And he kind of points to some of the bird marks that are on his hide robes and the cape that he wears just to cover his lizard man decency. So he kind of gestures around the party, and you're carrying your armor, I guess.
Yeah, can I put it on my back?
Would a lizard man have like a quokka or however? Yeah.
Perhaps it's a lizard man.
Oh, okay.
Depends on the luck of the draw. I suppose. The idea of having a lizard man with a cloaca makes me sad.
Okay.
It makes me sad. It makes me sad. So I can't willfully allow a cloaca. He's going to have dangling, scaly lizard man balls.
Okay.
And that means lizard women have tits.
Okay.
I
So
like
he's,
it.
he's not
No nipples though. No
Win-win.
nipples.
Thank you.
He's not shitting and coming out of the same hole.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
He might be.
maybe. Maybe you can ask him if you like, but
Have to make sure I
You know,
do
this
it
is my
inside.
armor.
Did you want a drink? Just like
No, I'm good, man. I'm good.
All right.
Thank you.
All
You
right.
know, I'm carrying the armor.
yeah, he sees that you're carrying your armor. Yeah.
Yeah, it's.
You got money? I say to him, you got money. You know where to get it repaired.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh,
I'm sure there's an armor for that.
I need an armor. Yes, it was badly damaged in the battle with the pudding.
Battle of the pudding and caused your
Famous
armor to
battle of the
become
pudding.
decimated. Some dwarf take it. He tells you to take it to the blacksmith, which serves the guild, which is here. You can see from back there, that building there, where it is located. And he's like, you have to pay the repair yourself out of your what you already had from the other day. You all got 50 gold pieces. And as payment for this venture that you guys have undertaken, he hands you all 20 gold. Right?
Thank you, sir.
All of us get 20.
So I got 20 gold. Thank you very much. I already have the next assignment. You may as well all stick together. Kind of so you can see how you operate in as a unit without supervision. Go get your armor repaired and report back within a couple of hours. Secure whatever kind of provisions or whatnot you want. You have about 3 hours. And this evening you'll be going out and making the collection rounds.
I'll go pawn that ring and give everybody 100 gold from it.
Cool.
Everybody gets 100 gold.
Yeah.
That was with us last night.
How generous.
There's
Thank you.
4 of us, right?
I say it
Somewhere
non-sarcastically for once.
Somewhere in some distant part of the universe, Rama turns over in his grisly grave.
In another universe, beyond the veils of
Out
time.
here in the perimeter where there are no stars.
Out here,
Who is-
stoned immaculate.
Fumi's curious, but he doesn't collect much. Except for spells.
So, did you take those other things? Did you write those down? Or did you leave them in the sand?
Oh, I took those other things. The 15?
Yeah.
Nobody needs to know about those. I'm going to.
Yeah. That's the sand. If you wrote them down or if you left them in the muck, I didn't know. In the muck and mire. So, it takes about 3 hours for them to get around to preparing your armor when they then will place the straps and polish it up. and restore your armor to its former luster, which is still probably far beneath the craftsmanship that you would find in any respectable dwarven establishment. It is a human working the forges, and while they do the best they can with what they have.
With my AC, go back to 80.
Yes.
So he made you waste a racer. That was his whole plan.
Yeah. They know it cost you 15 gold to repair.
Oh, there you go.
They could lost.
But if you had decided to get into a fight with some hobo in the meantime, your armor class would have been 10, and it would have mattered. But it's important to just keep
If
all
we'd gone and hit that bug nest or done something stupid.
yeah, if you had decided to like
In the fight with a hobo.
you know, say fuck you, Gareth Albrecht, and kick the cauldron over, your AC would have been 10. Briefly. So you have 3 hours. Did the party just wait, or is there anything you guys want to do? Any provisions you want to buy? You have now 100 and some odd gold. You want me to see? Do you want me to bring up armor or equipment lists or whatever?
I'm assuming nothing magical is going to be in the hundreds of dollars.
No.
Nothing magical is going to be in the $100. You might be able to buy a alchemist fire or perhaps a alchemist acid. Maybe
A minor healing potion.
a healing potion. Yeah. Because the Merc Guild doesn't have an alchemist currently on staff.
I mean, healing potions.
Got to get to 1,000. That's my goal. Hit that
Yeah.
magic 1,000 mark. Got my plus
Beer in.
one.
We have no bags of holding. We have
Not a
no
problem.
spy glasses.
Spy glasses like
I
1,000.
didn't know what you
Yeah.
so far. So I just wanted to-
Another thing.
Sure, there's something no alcohol.
So,
Oh no, it's not even that.
you guys return then after you've got your armor, or do you guys hang out in there for the entire time?
Oh, wait, I just-
Hang out and where?
Oh,
In
one guy comes up. with
the
one.
hand, the Flaming Hands, like headquarters, where you report to Commander Albright.
Yeah, my
Well,
guy
I'll
just,
pawn the ring and then come back.
Okay, so you go.
Spend the rest of the time there.
my guy
Okay.
just kind of keeps to himself, silently gazing off into the
up and up
distance.
right now. Or that's where I was.
Contemplating the.
Yeah, I was
Contemplating his
we
homeland,
were Fennel and Upper James.
missing his
Yeah,
family.
I grew up on Upper Shore and Mohawk.
Oh,
Transfer and water.
that said, you return.
They're still out there.
The sun is beginning to set. You guys are at Commander Albright's thing. You say, now, if you wouldn't mind, I'd like you to make the rounds. And you'll just so you know, I am gonna have people watching you just to make sure that in case you guys you're still fresh, come up on any problems where you're not going to be left to your own vices or left to dry.
If we need to call our manager.
Yes, if someone requires your manager, you will have. So
Yeah, I have.
there are two. So there's two people that are behind on their collections. One of them is over here in Rivington. The other is here in Tumbletown. We already have dispatched someone to talk to those people. So your job will be the more laborious long journey over to Rivington, where it will take you approximately.
Oh, this is super cool.
I'm cutting corners. Sorry. Oh no. Great.
That is a bit of a walk.
About 41 minutes. However, figure it's going to take you about an hour and a half to make the walking journey with the stops that you have to make. There are 6 places of collection that you have to stop off at.
So is this like smashing kneecaps?
The fee that is owed by every place where you will stop is 25 gold pieces. Anybody that you are unable to collect from, you are to collect from. There are, as I said, there are 6 stops. The last one being here in Rivington at the counting house on the ward, which I will point to right here. Okay. So,
How
party
does the
depart.
guild feel about charging 30 and returning 25?
Our people pay for their protection, and they know that the going rate is 25 gold.
I would know that at this point.
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
you would know that. You would have gone on collections with it, but you guys have never been in charge of it, left to your own device. You get the idea that he already told you that you're being watched. You get the idea that this is some kind of a test, right? So, That being said, stop number 1. Who's the mouth? Who's doing the talking?
I haven't done any talking.
Okay. I'm not doing any talking.
My character is just along for the ride, doing what's expected of him.
Your first stop here is a small shop where they offer. It's kind of like a bodega. Like, all the stuff on the shelves is covered in dust. It's like, pasta and non-perishable food items, yet all covered in a thick layer of dust because they don't sell those things really.
I tell them I'm here on behalf of Flaming Hands.
They know they can tell by your dress because no one has said that they're not wearing their usual regalia, their outfits, their
I introduce myself. Hi.
uniform. There's
My
the word.
name is Edward the Bard. Please take my card. I do birthday parties and weddings and I'm actually really big in Waterdeep, but I'm going to be breaking through here soon. But as a part-time gig until my career really takes off, I'm here to collect.
What's your charisma modifier?
Charisma
Everybody, they let you-
modifier
they
is
let you finish.
4.
Don't worry about it. They let you
Plus
finish. So you're here to make your collections.
Here to make my collections and hand out some cards.
We can do without
For
speech.
mitzvahs.
We can do without the speech. He takes your card and he looks kind of a little weirded out by the card. Is this information accurate on the card?
Absolutely. I'm big in Waterdeep.
He puts it on his counter. You keep pays the 25 gold and you're on your way.
Thank you. Have a lovely day.
So, needless to say, the first 4 stops go as planned. The 5th stop, however, just before the bridge, you go in to make the collection, right? And the person looks up from their counter. They're counting the coin and their little lockbox. They look up and they're surprised to see you. What can I do for you gentlemen today? I assume you're gentlemen.
I'm Edward the Bard, and please take my card. I do birthdays and bar mitzvahs and
No soliciting. Did you see the fucking signs? No soliciting.
look, we're here to collect the money you owe.
What do you mean? Someone was just here like 10 minutes ago.
Someone was here.
Get out of
10
here.
minutes
How
ago.
do they just took my 25 gold and said they were upping it. Said fees were going up, and this was their official notice.
It was not the official people.
So they
Describe this person,
took 30
please.
gold. I'm a little pissed.
Describe this person, please.
They were dressed just like you, human of average height.
Okay. So unfortunately, there's going to be a problem with my employer because they that money is not going to them. You were ripped off.
I just paid. I don't have it. You can count. Look, he hold up his box. He's got like maybe 90 silver in the box. He's like, they just took 30 gold.
What kind of business is this, sir?
We sell this and that. We kind of keep things on the hush, on the down low. What if people have some questionable wares they might want to get rid of here or there, but then don't feel comfortable dealing with the local thieves guild or whatever. They tend to come to me. I'm somewhat of a entrepreneur.
Well, unfortunately, we're leaving here.
I don't have it to give you. I have 90 silver.
You must have something worth 25 gold if the type of business you're describing is.
You have stuff worth 25 gold.
That's a good place to start.
But do you accept?
And we'll take it as a deposit, and if we recover this gold, then
I'll do an insight check, see if he's lying to
we'll
us.
bring it back.
Okay.
Not one.
He is the most honest guy we've ever met.
You never seen such a
You
sincere smile.
think he's lying. You think he's lying. Like,
Could be.
yeah, right.
Could be. I'm confused.
Anyone else can feel free to make the check.
Can we?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, wait. I'll guidance it.
Oh, sure. 15.
+2.
16, 17.
He's telling the truth. He has no, like, you can tell he's like, there's fucking 5 of you, 4 of you. He's a little fucking taken aback. Clearly, he's the only person here, but you can hear light footsteps running around the upstairs of this small shop, right?
So, you know what? You look like you're an honest guy. You know, here's the problem. The problem is, you don't pay up, we don't pay up, and if we don't pay up, there's going to be a problem for us.
Listen,
We don't want to give you problems, but we want problems even less.
Listen, I could give you like, you know, some of the wares that I sell here, but you know, then I'm on the hook for somebody else. You know, like I didn't.
Well, like I said, we'll take it as a deposit, and if you can give us a better description of this individual, we'll return the
human, tan skin, mustache, red cloak, had the same burning hand symbol that you guys have on your like.
Well, our employers are going to be interested about this and not very happy that someone's being impersonating
I would.
us,
Well,
our organization. Have you seen someone like this before? Have you heard?
if
about
I
something
if I
like
can
this
get you,
happening
if I
before?
can give you this package, and I can get your 25 gold, can I at least have that package back?
of course.
Because I stand to make more on that package than the 25 gold that I'm owed. But as a sign of good faith, maybe if you guys would be so kind as to like, can I trust you to hang on to it?
You've got my card.
Is this information accurate? Is this
Absolutely.
information accurate?
I'm big in water deep.
Is this information accurate?
My guy just shrugs his shoulders.
Not convinced.
I can play the
No,
lute.
I'm
I
like,
can play the
what is the
recorder.
card?
Recorder.
I can
Please
play,
don't play the
I can
recorder.
play the triangle.
You
Big in
know,
water
you know
deep.
where the office is.
Can I at least have your names so that if I can, when I come in to make my payment, I can tell them who I gave this to. Can I have your names, please?
Absolutely, Everett the Bard.
He
I want
writes it
everybody
down.
to know my name.
He writes it down. He asks for your name. Writes it down. Asks for your name. John.
I'm just
Buy for
there.
still water, sir.
So he writes down all your names. He hands you a package. It's about this big. Weighs approximately 1 kilo.
White powder.
It's sealed up really nice.
Gotcha.
Sealed up really nice.
Anyone hiding this in their
I
butt
will.
or
I
cloak?
will happily. I will. You will be seeing me back at the guild quarters by tomorrow. Please don't part with this. It'll be my ass if you do, or potentially my wife's ass. Hopefully not my children's ass. I will need this back tomorrow. I will have the 25 gold. That's
We don't wish you any harm.
If you happen to catch the person who is impersonating you, and you reclaim that gold from them, will you accept that as payment and return this to me earlier?
Well, I have a feeling that if we
Fair.
find this person, there'll be a lot of gold squeezed out of them if they're impersonating.
All I care is about
Employers
my 25
or-
gold that I owe you, and then I get this package back.
We'll consider that your payment,
Okay. Appreciate it.
as long as we recover enough gold to keep the
That's
guild
like this
happy.
guy's life saving. Just really concerned.
That's 250 silver. That's a lot of
25
fucking
gold.
money, right? It's 25 gold. It's a lot of
Yeah.
fucking money, right?
I have the equivalent of 9 gold left.
Right. So, that being said, the party comes across this bridge. There's no stops. That bridge is represented by this section here. Now, this is only the section that leads toward the part right across the river.
Well, does anyone have tracking so we can try and figure out which direction he might have gone or anything based on the description?
He says he took off out of the building and he headed south.
Okay, so we headed down the same way that we're going right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
he headed
All right.
south.
So we're going the right direction at least.
So, this section of the map that I
There'll be
have,
other members of the guild around the city. Right?
yeah, hither and thither, not
So if
really
we
doing their own things, conducting
So
their
if we
own.
see people that we know, we'll say, hey,
Okay.
we have
Because
a
you-
report of.
Because you're dealing with this right here just before you go across the bridge, there isn't a lot of you're not going to see very much of your guild here, and no one really cares too much about what goes on down here in River something, Rivington, right? This is like the furthest most outreach of Baldur's Gate. It's like
Suburbs.
yeah, like the Thieves Guild, the Flaming Hand and the Thieves Guild are actually at odds because the Thieves Guild picks apart and picks away from people. Though the Flaming Hand are again not the city guard. They don't like anybody kind of encroaching on their business.
Right.
And the outlying areas not of the walled city are rife with places and whatnot where they might be operating from. So the party heads across the bridge. This section of the map that I have built over here represents that bridge. And the tiled section, bear in mind, it's about 20 feet up, going over the river. If I zoom in,
So this is the bridge. This area here is like the end part of the,
the
bridge
end part of
before
the
it.
bridge,
Okay.
correct? Yeah.
The end of the bridge leading into what did you say this place was called?
Rivington.
Rivington. So this is like Rivington. What we're looking at here then.
Correct. I just want to get. I can't. Where's my map routing?
There's Rivington. Not walking down the bridge into Rivington.
Where's my map? Oh, I'll have to. Why can't I grab the map?
An angle I can get over here.
Anyway, this is as much as we're gonna get on it. I was able to zoom right in on it before. I don't know why it's doing that. I want to cancel the. Anyway, so this part of the map right here represents the end of this bridge. This bridge, if you can kind of see, also has buildings across it, and these narrow buildings with the bars on them have staircases that lead down into the legs of the pillars of this bridge, where there are like other storage areas and facilities and whatnot. Currently, this is taking some damage over time, some weathering, and they are doing work to repair that part of the bridge. Hence that, unfortunately, it's a crappy wooden-looking crane. But imagine it is in better shape, but it is a crane that is there to haul up stones and replace other stones as people are working to facilitate their work on the bridge. That part of the bridge kind of angles down toward the street here, which if you look over here on the map, I'm kind of moving around here, and there is a small private dock where people come in and trade off with their goods. This is where people would come down who live in the villages up the Chitaran River, the Chinthar River, and bring wares down into Baldur's Gate to trade. They would have to go under the bridge, and by being they're being watched by the actual guard of the city, and bringing their wares in to be traded off at the counting house, which is your final destination, potentially your final destination. So, party's here on the bridge, right at the edge of where Carl is. Carl, if you want to, someone else wants to use the camera, they can, but
Here you go.
not required to. But
Someone from that side should probably do it.
Oh.
Yeah, someone from over there, so you're
Pictures.
facing down this way.
so, you have your. I'm assuming you have your.
I said my familiar's kind of scouting up ahead.
I'll put your
It's
familiar-
getting up her head. It does see. I
I
should
have a balance job.
Had 2 boxes. Oh, derp. Just had them. Where did they go? I just had 2 boxes. One said humans and the other didn't. These miniatures will represent other members of the Flaming Hand that you see. Just kind of walking about.
Any redheads?
With shitty mustaches.
No. No mustaches with no redheads with shitty mustaches. Yeah.
Actually, we don't know. It might have been a nice
just-
mustache.
oh, you-
He never actually said it was a bad mustache.
It's a brown mustache, I think, right? That's what he said.
Could
Human
literally
brown
be a
mustache,
shitty mustache.
average height.
They said red hair.
Was it red or brown?
What was it? Give you the description. I have to play back the tape. No, I think it was right here.
I wrote down brown.
So,
Genetic freak.
you do see people.
But
You do see some.
it's true. It's
Okay, so you're walking through. So move your pieces along, like as you venture through, and I'll describe what you see. So this large building on the side. This is obviously a guard tower where they would keep tabs over everything. And there are these, as I said, these narrow buildings are staircases that lead down into the lower legs of this bridge where there's other things. That large building on the side toward Ryan is a storage house, as is another like official building over there. That's like an old monument. There's like a historic thing in there. Until people go in there, I'm not telling you what that is. That is a light. The gray thing is a light source at nighttime to illuminate the streets.
Magic?
It's not lit, so you don't know.
Fair enough.
Usually they're just fire. They're the ones that you've seen around Baldur's Gate are just fire. They're not magically lit. These are other like small houses and very old houses in various states of disrepair and being repaired and whatnot. People are out sweeping their front porches and doing things. People are back and forth.
what's the big tower?
In the center there?
Yeah.
That is a non-denominational religious church where people can come in and make their offerings to one of the main four gods. Tyr, Palor. Pick two more random. Say
Raven Queen.
that makes me
Come on.
happy.
Yes, yes.
There's a raven.
All right.
And
Mistra.
Obad High. Obad High. That's why it's so
Obad High, okay. God of nature, right?
Yeah.
Nature.
So you're going through town. You do see people with mustaches. You do see people wearing red clothing and whatnot.
At this point, we've been with the guild a year or two.
Mhm.
So we would recognize.
Yeah, the people wearing that I put out there wearing there's a few out there that have the armor on. That guy right there, for example, is one of your guild members, and anybody who looks like that is one of your guild
So in passing, we'll just say we've had reports of someone pretending to be of the guild. If you see anyone you don't recognize.
Well, there's a lot of
Some
new.
questions.
He says there's a lot of new faces out here right now. Yourselves notwithstanding.
I remember you from the Christmas party.
Aside from the fact that I've heard you're a bit of a pussy. There's nothing special about you.
I'm my character's
There's not many Catmen.
There isn't many Catmen at all. He's just making you jab.
Drac is going to deduce that if they knew previously who owed money, that there's a good chance that they're going to be heading towards the counting house next because they would know the route that we're on and they're going to know the people who actually
Makes sense.
owe the money. So I'm going to make that deduction that they're probably heading towards the counting house before us so that they can then say, hey, that 25 gold that you owe, pay me, I'm here to collect it. So I'm just going to make a deduction. We can go ahead and we can ask on our way there, but I'm going to say we should hurry up and see if we can cut them off the counting
I'm
house.
just saying,
So
if we see somebody,
probably where they're heading before us to get pull the scam like they did previously.
So if we've been to the counting house before, we know how many entrances and exits and all that.
There's two. Yeah, one right, one not least the water, one the other. There isn't upstairs, but you have to be invited upstairs. That's where they hide, where they have people that aren't trading in goods that are present. That's where they go upstairs and make their deals and draft their contracts and whatnot. So the party is heading toward the counting house, and that's your thing. Move your pieces toward the counting house, and I will describe what is seen in the meanwhile.
I'll move them down here, and then I'll let someone else take over with the moving. And
Love this.
yeah,
Well, I guess I'll
Okay.
figure out what entrance.
there you go. Well, there's
When you want to.
the 4 guys. So as we're passing by here,
Okay, so yeah, you got your armor on. That's fine. So perception checks.
yay, perception check.
Yes.
11,
Perception plus 4, 16,
15.
17.
Wisdom plus if you don't.
One.
And if you're proficient, you get
I've
to add
always
2
got
for
that
proficiency.
colored in perception
11.
key.
I think it was 11. A big skill.
Okay. So
I'll not take it. 'Cause they don't last.
that's
I took it. Didn't work out last time.
you do see other people milling about wearing the the guild crest, and they're wearing a red cloak. Actually, they're wearing more red than most of the time. They're being a little flamboyant. And they walk past other members of the guard and just kind of nod and carry on their way. There might be new people just the same as you guys, and the members of the guild kind of treat them as such. They're currently looking for, like, as you get the description, someone with red hair and mustache. Okay. You haven't seen anybody with a red hair and a red mustache. This person that would walk as you walk by them, by the statue, by the non-denominational church, they have to be bald, but they're wearing all these things, and they're like just kind of milling about. They may be new, they may not. You haven't seen them before in your travels around town. The party they're outside the counting house. That's what you see. That roll was for your traveling. Again, I'll describe as you walk past this small private dock that serves the counting house, where people disembark their boats and unload their boats and trade off their goods for the city. There's a family sitting there with their son and daughter by it's kind of like a little beach, but it very quickly becomes deep water, and they're staying on the side of the water where if they get pushed down by the way. Have you ever been to Blue Water Bridge in Sarnia? Okay, you jump off of one section because you know you're getting swept way the hell down, right? Like, so they're only allowing their kids to be out so far, so that any kind of current pushes them toward the dock, so they don't get away from themselves. You can see there's 2 boats. One's tied up, just kind of pulled up on shore, and that's a very small, like, sailing barge, like very, very small. They've been offloading boxes for a while. Aside from that, it's as you see. Tell me what you're doing.
So do we want to catch them in the act, allow them to try and get the money? But if we go in there and we find them, are we going to immediately confront them, or are we going to let them do their thing and then confront them once we can know that for sure that they're guilty? So let's decide that before we actually go in, how we're going to
Bear in mind, you're all wearing the badges of your office.
Yeah.
You're all wearing the
Approach
stuff
the
that you're wearing.
situation.
With
You
the
are-
cloaks,
Yeah, you're wearing they're like short kind of capes, with a brooch that holds them on.
Anyone stealthy?
So do we want to let them do the transaction if they're in there, or do we want to stop them before they do the transaction?
Could we
Basically.
ask someone to go and observe for us?
We could send the
People
pseudo
are just
dragon
milling
in.
about.
Yeah.
Right? People are milling
That's a good
about.
idea.
There's
Who's got
this
a pseudo
old
dragon?
woman sitting on the thing. Someone
Aside
walks
from the-
past you. Another one kind of walks past you. As this guy walks past you, he kind of looks at you, waves and nods. He also has he has a mustache but no hair. And he's wandering past you guys. He takes notice if you're wearing any mills about.
Right. I think we just go in, act like we don't know anything, and just go to collect.
Doesn't matter which door.
Why don't we
I think
each
you
go
told
in?
us one was only a private.
No, they're both doors are open. Upstairs is you have to be
Oh.
invited upstairs. That's where
Well,
that's where
then-
people trade and things that
We should
aren't physical.
split
So
off.
I was gonna say, I'll go with you because the bard and the wizard shouldn't go together.
I suppose.
Well, fine, I'll go with the door.
Whatever.
Fine, I'll
still
stand
think-
behind the wall of beard.
I just don't think the bard and the wizard shouldn't be a party of 2 for an enforcement
and we'll come in here.
That's the dwarf.
Yeah, that's well,
The bard. Okay, you walk in. So Matt, you were standing your post as a member of the City Watch. You're a fairly recent hiree, and you're sitting here. You're just sitting inside the counting house. Your job is very boring. You're very much, lackluster. This is your first week on the job, and so far, nothing untoward, nothing has really happened here. It's pretty boring. One of the spaces, grab one of these, pump it up a bit. You're standing in there with another ranger, and there is a very heavily armed gentleman who, every time you attempted to engage him in conversation, he's your commanding officer, but he looks at you sternly until you shut up. He's not a talkative type at all. He's here. He's all about the business. The only thing he's ever said to you is, if your mouth keeps flapping, your eyes aren't seeing as well as they could. He's not one for conversation. He's old, he's bitter. His job has been standing inside this building, although he's in very good shape and very well armed. His job has been standing inside this building, guarding the counting house for some time. He overthinks in his office. He's
Does he have like a
very
weight
full of
bench in
himself.
there? Or,
he's going to
push-ups?
retire nicely. He's got a pension. He's got
Last week on the job.
get too old for this shit.
Does he have to wait till February before
He's counting down
through
the
the
days.
winter.
Yeah, stretch it out for one extra week.
I can just make it one more year. I get another percentage point. I get to keep my benefits. So you walk in. The rest of the party walks in to the counting house, where, lo and behold, there's a large sum of gold sitting on the counter. You have just seen one of the members of the guild walk in. The transaction that you were told is going to happen. They've come in. They've taken their transaction. And they just left. Maybe like 15, 20 seconds ago, right? Yep. It was a bald-headed person in a red cloak that came in, and they had no facial hair, no nothing. But as they were walking out, which you make a perception check. Give me a perception check for yourself.
I'm sorry.
20-sided die.
7.
7 total.
No, I have actually proficiency.
So +2,
So +2.
and your wisdom modifier.
14.
Okay, so that's another +2, so 11. So yeah, they cough as they walk out the door, and they cover their mouth, right? Okay. So they walk out the door. Now this happened like just moments ago.
Coughing.
And
could
these
be
four
a-
people walk in, wearing the same, badges and robes. And they burst in the door, and you guys do what exactly? The other guard looks over at you. The ranger looks over at you. The guy looks up from his counting, a bit confused. Can I help any of you gentlemen? Can I
help you there?
Yeah, the guy behind the counter is a bit confused. He's like, "Do you guys have something to trade? Is there some kind of do you require a loan?
We're here to collect
Collect for again?
again. So someone was here before.
Yeah, like just now.
Where did they
I
go?
wish someone would tell us before our fees are up. We haven't had any problems recently. There are.
Sir, do you have
50 gold is awfully steep for
Sir,
the services that you provide.
This seems to be quite the emergency. Pay close attention. A fella has been going through the city trying to collect on behalf of the guild, but they do not work for them. You have been grifted.
Excuse me, sir. Can you describe what this man looks like?
Well, we've only been given one description. There was a gentleman, and he had a shitty brown mustache and red hair.
The guy who came in did not have a mustache. I
But
saw
not a
him.
mustache.
And it was just 15 seconds ago.
Yeah, not
The
long.
person
Hey,
walking
he
out
just
did
outside.
have a mustache.
Would you be able to, if you were to see the person, would you be able to recognize them?
He took off his mustache when he was coughing. This guy's
Or put it on.
Or put it on. This guy is clearly a master criminal. What direction did we go? We got to hunt him down, and then we're coming back for our money, unless we get it off.
Well, he just left 15 seconds
He walked
ago.
out this
Come,
door right
come
here.
with
Yeah,
us.
right there.
and
Come, friends,
point him
let's
out,
find him.
And I'll send my sewer dragon to fly because we remember that guy talked to me.
Yeah, he nodded and he waved at you, and he distinctly had a mustache.
Where's
And no
he
one's
flying?
perception check was high enough to notice that it was
Let's
slightly
go.
askew.
We're to find that guy.
Fake mustache.
So come with us. We're going after him, and the dragon's going ahead.
Are
Let's
you
go
getting
before-
through the same door that he went out of, obviously, or?
Yeah, he went.
You step out into the street and you see two people wearing that are dressed in that same overly flamboyant style. Like there's an awful lot of red. You get the people with the flaming hand, they wear regular armor. The only red that they usually have on them is their cloaks. These people have like longer flowing cloaks.
And which one is
They're
your
wearing
character?
red,
Almost like they've gone to a
like a
costume
red,
shop
yeah,
or
like a
something.
red doublet, and they have red leggings on, and they're, you know, they're not carrying, they're not really carrying. They have like short swords.
So which one does your character represent since you're coming out with us?
One of those two guys in
One of the
blue,
archers.
two archers right there, whichever one of those you
That
want.
one, yeah.
Okay. You guys head out there and you see them and they're milling about. So as you guys move out, they would have moved further away. So we can get our starting thing. And then I think it's only fair that if we jump into initiative, depending on, so we have it, I can move people as is required. Okay, so initiative, you want to do that? And then everybody gets their chance to move as they would.
20.
Oh, shitty. 17
Ooh.
plus. I don't get dex because I'm wearing heavy armor. Right? Or does it work different for initiative?
No, it works for initiative.
Okay,
It doesn't.
so
You don't
18.
get it when it comes to like dexterity saving throws.
Ryan, you're not gonna take a picture?
Here, I'll give you this one. No, no.
Thank you.
Not every 20.
What's that?
Not every 20.
That's my third
Take a
10.
picture of every 20. It's this thing.
Got an 8.
Not for initiative.
Just
It's
initiative,
gonna be
though.
for
Just
like
initiative.
something spectacular happening.
I think you should make that a mosaic.
Nice day.
Portrait of the whole group. And,
I don't know
So
all of
was
the
it plus?
d20s that he
So-
rolls. Then just make it.
All right.
we can make
I think that's a
mosaic
good
of the-
show. I
I
the
think it was
party.
11 total. Same. I keep rolling. the
So I
same
got
every
18.
time.
What'd you get?
I think I don't
Uh,
initiative bonus.
10 on the
Party,
die
50.
plus
50.
bonuses.
Yeah. Your dex.
What'd you get?
What's your dex?
15,
so you get plus
20.
2.
So
Okay, so you're
12.
first.
Yeah, 12 total.
My guy's second.
Keep rolling 10.
This look, what'd you get?
I got an 8 for my die.
An 8, and yours was
Plus
11.
your-
What was yours again?
You must
12
have a
total.
bonus to your
Count.
dexterity.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, Dex is I'm 16 dexterity.
So plus 3, so
So then
11.
you'd add that to the.
Yeah, to the roll. And then so these two guys were together. Okay. And what did
Oh, yeah, fully recovered.
so? Jay, it is your chance to do something first. You see all those people milling about. People have kind of, they've moved away. They're like kind of, after seeing and passing you guys, they quickened their pace and they moved a little bit further. They moved ahead. As you guys came out, they were already pressing further down the street.
So I would.
They're
like
doing their
to-
best to like shirk notice of like people. You can see them kind of hustling away. Two of them actually.
Should you have 12 brothers?
All right. So I'm going to cast thaumaturgy.
Okay.
And I'm going to do an intimidation check.
So intimidation check. What are you saying? Because thaumaturgy would be your.
Yeah, booming voice. I want to do a booming, terrifying voice.
Jay's action. Dun-dun-dun.
So it's an action to do that.
Yep.
So depending what you say,
Yep.
I'll either allow the intimidation check or not.
Drop your weapons. We know what you've done. Put your hands on the back of your heads before we end you.
Okay. So everybody hears that. Make your intimidation check.
Oh shit. 12 and like charisma at the yin yang, and did she get intimidation? She didn't. My charisma's +4, so 16.
16. So pretty much all of the people that are kind of milling about, swooping their decks, They look up, a little astonished, and they drop their brooms, and they're like, "What?" Like a lot of people have something to hide. Even like these people playing with their family. The husband seems fine, but the wife kind of looks around like, you know what I've done? She knows what I've done.
Children. He's not really your
The other
daddy.
members of the flaming hand that you see, they kind of look around at the echoing voice to see like, you know, who's talking, because it just echoes around everywhere, you know. And but they're looking your direction. They none of them are intimidated. Oh, and I have to roll for the guard. Okay, so those two, as you start shouting, break out into an all-out run.
Which two?
The two that are in red there,
The furthest ones?
this one and this guy here.
So they weren't scared.
They're scared. They're making an all-out run.
Did they drop their shit?
Do they get to run before their
Did
initiative?
they
then?
drop their?
It's their
things?
initiative right after Jace.
Oh.
Did they drop their things?
No, they're fucking running. Right?
So the intimidation was unsuccessful.
The intimidation wasn't successful. They are running like crazy for this building. Their destination is obvious. They're heading to that building there, where the gentleman who dropped his broom, you see him fumbling with keys as he moves over to the door.
Only dropped his keys instead.
Fumbling with his keys to head to the door.
Well, I figured I shouldn't just start shooting at them out of the blue.
No, probably in a crowded street. Probably not a great idea. But we'll see.
Cast cloud of daggers in the middle of the square.
One of them jostles this commoner off to the side, kind of shoves him back into, kind of block the other member of the flaming hand that's there that they see. They kind of shove this commoner into him.
So it's fair to
oh,
say
and that 20. So he runs up, kind of like shoulder tackles this person who has no fucking idea what's going on. Sends him stumbling ass over tea kettle into the other flaming hand representative, the merc, who fails his reflex saving throw and is not grappled but entangled in the flailing commoner as they fall to the ground. So
no, it's fair to say everybody here sees
Everybody-
these people
everybody
jolting,
hears
so
and
they're
sees
aware that
Yes.
these people are a problem.
yes. Yeah. Your turn, sir.
I will use my free action to yell at the two bald brothers
Yes.
to get those guys in red. They've been stealing our money.
I'll take 2 blank ones. Thank you. They will represent you.
Like their hair. Uh-huh.
And then I will
We'll just put them at the bottom behind everybody else.
double my movement. Get 60 feet.
You need the thing. These are all those. What do you got there?
10,
That's
15,
30.
20, 25, 30.
There you go.
There. And they are still too.
Not really frozen, right?
I guess I'm just gonna magic this.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah.
How many inches is 30 feet? Just like your house?
6 inches.
6 inches is 30 feet?
Yeah.
Damn.
Each inch is 5 feet.
So, as a tabaxi, I can double my movement.
As a bonus
One time?
action, right?
Yeah, so I've doubled my movement without being in action.
But didn't you use your bonus? Oh no, you just free action. You said shout.
To shout,
Shout. Yes.
and then I will magic missile the guy that's not entangled.
So no. Neither of the two guys are entangled. They
Oh.
shove the commoner into another member of the.
I'll just shoot.
Yeah.
The closest guy.
Okay.
Not bad.
And then that'll one. So 9. That's with that
Plus
12.
3. Plus 3.
12
So 12.
damage. And how fast can a pseudo dragon move?
Flies, so probably fast enough.
30 or 40.
Fly 60 feet.
Wow.
They run at 15.
So he got to me that easily, and then he easily.
Yeah, he's gonna be on top of the building there.
He's watching where they're going.
You can turn invisible, yeah.
No.
Oh, I thought they could turn
Some
invisible.
can. Limit to left, they have sting.
He's just like watching.
Yeah. And he will give him max hit points up to him. So. Okay. You. Me? Yeah.
Did you miss me? Because I had an 18.
Oh, you're at the 18. Where's your
Yeah.
thing that you wrote? You write your thing. You didn't give me your name. To write down. That's why.
All right.
Yes, and then yes, I did miss you.
Oh, so you should have gone second.
You should
Yeah.
have gone in between these two guys.
Oh.
That's why I was like, when does my turn happen here? Like,
Well, if you
because
do
now they've
something more
gotten,
impressive than me, then
It just
Yeah.
feel like he had
because they've gotten
had a
so
turn.
far away now, and if they weren't that far away, I would have definitely had an opportunity to do something. Now I don't.
Well, they were.
they were before you.
Were they?
Well,
like
one
an
was
18?
before you, and then the other one would have gone. So, but we're where we are now. So,
All right. Well, so my movement's only 30. What's the range on hold person?
do you even have that right now? Oh, it's level 2
Yeah,
spell.
level 2. I just can't make it get both of them. I think it's only like 60 feet though. So.
Oh, that's 90 feet though. You do 30, and
Yeah.
how far away are they?
Well, no, I think they're more than that.
60 feet.
Yeah, so I've got 90,
Yeah,
so that's
both
only
tighter
18 inches.
So you move. So yeah. So you
I
need
don't
to
know if
move
that's even
6,
close enough.
and then you need to move.
I just want to see if
So 12, 18 inches. It's within 18 inches
It's
of
not.
you right now.
it would have been if they would have. If I would
You
have
haven't
gone
moved
to
yet. You haven't
first.
moved yet.
No, but this is 18 inches.
Okay.
So
That's
my
including
movement's
included.
So I would have been able to get one of them if I would have. My chance.
Sorry, I didn't have your tag, your sticker to put up here.
I guess there's nothing I can do. I advance.
Well, you moved.
No, I move.
This is a fair spot for a bit of retcon.
I move 12 maybe. That's all I can do. No, it is what it is. So I'll move 12, and that's it. I say nothing. I advance 12.
You're a cleric, yeah?
Correct. There we go.
You're not you're wearing heavy. Yeah. Okay. So now it's your turn.
I'm paid to guard this place, so I'm not going to move too far. I'll move like 15,
Well,
20
it's
feet.
obvious that these people more definitely represent the Flaming Hand, and they're like you get the feeling
And your
that
place
I
just got
should
robbed.
be.
I should
Your guys just got robbed.
Okay, I have Long Strider, so I cast Long Strider.
Is that an action?
Yep.
What is that? Okay, Long Strider does.
It double. I think I'll have 60.
Every day.
Yeah,
Long
dude,
Strider.
right at the beginning.
Everybody.
Right at the beginning of the day. Yeah.
Yeah, and it lasts an hour.
Oh, less than an hour. Yeah.
So it's an action thing. So it adds.
Oh, it only adds 10 feet.
Yeah. So your speed's 45.
So 40. Yeah. 45. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Unless you do dash.
Yeah, I could use a dash as well.
Unless, well, you could shoot him. You could probably be in bow range.
He is in bow range.
Yeah.
Be in
Okay.
bow
But there are
range.
people. The person would have cover because of where he is now. There's a line of people between him.
Yeah, I'd have to move because I got 45 feet. So
You can't get a good angle.
Within, well,
I
you
can get
can't.
something happen.
If you cast Long Strider, you can't attack this turn. You can just
Oh,
move.
it's an action,
Oh,
It's an
that's
action.
right.
So not a
Do I
bonus
have
action.
a bonus action dash?
No, because
No,
you're a
okay.
ranger. Your
Yeah.
speed is 35.
Okay. I don't think with 35 I could get a good angle.
You can get within. You can get a much better angle. Your range is ridiculous.
Okay. Then yeah.
So basically this is your speed
Okay.
plus an inch on the end
Plus
of
an
it,
inch. Okay.
and
So
then and to be able to do something.
I'm back here. So the only way would be if I went out that way.
Yeah, and you would have a line on the guy
This one.
right there. Yes, a clear line on that one. Okay, and
Then,
you would be
I
able.
have actually quite a clear
Right.
clear view.
It would for line of effect, which is all you need for an arrow shot. You need to be able to draw a line from any corner on your square to any corner on their square.
I can easily do
If the more things you have in between you and that person, though, they get cover.
This person, I will say, is like sorta like not. I can do it. I can draw the
Oh no,
line.
you've got the line.
Yeah.
Just don't roll a 1.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah. I need to roll a d10.
We got a line.
Yeah, nice and straight.
Yeah.
Because you had that extra 5 feet.
D20
Because your
plus
speed's
hit.
35 and not 30, you're able to get there and see it, right?
I rolled a 17.
Oh
Nice.
yeah.
You're
So
gonna
that,
hit.
plus your bonuses,
So
because we
then
like to just know what the
1d6.
max is.
Oh,
So
I
it's
did.
7. You rolled 17 plus whatever.
I had a short bow equipped. Is that alright?
That's a d6, yeah.
And then do you add your dex for the?
Yeah, 1d6 plus 4. Thank you. Sorry. I'm woefully unprepared. Oh, it's a 1. Plus 4, so 5. I'm woefully unprepared today. I did not expect this. This is awesome. I'm so pumped. This is great.
Fun.
Nice.
That's cool.
What city do you live in again?
Here now.
Oh, you live in St.
We
Thomas?
just bought a house, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
just
I
like-
live just down the street.
just
Yeah.
in-
Well, I will in end of January, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. On like Redtail?
No, down on
Okay.
David Drive, just over in the Mitchell Hepburn. Kind of
Oh,
school
okay,
area.
Mitchell Hepburn area. All
Oh,
right.
yeah,
it's just
met
over there, I
last
think.
weekend.
Yep.
I worked with this way,
Yeah,
Oh.
she's a teacher. At school.
so we met at a party, and he likes D&D, and he's new to town.
Apparently, you're supposed to test that one.
Taste that flavor.
I will improve. This is really cool. I'm enjoying this.
These games that we run, if it's someone's first time playing, I tend to ruin D&D. Whereas this now becomes the only way to play. We do like theater of the mind games.
Some of our best games have been theater of the mind.
Right,
depending on
it
what's
just
going on.
right. It depends on what you're doing. And this is a nice thing to do when you can.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't
Don't poo-poo
plot-
theater of the mind.
yeah,
theater
plot
of the mind.
point.
You do
No,
such
I'm
a good
just
job
saying.
with it.
So there's your turn. You move. You did your attack.
Yep.
Your turn's done.
Yep, cool.
Biffer. Bofer.
Bomber, Philly Killy, Bellin Dwellin, Owen Glowin, Dory Nori, and Owen Thorn.
Thorin.
Thorn Oakenshield.
Where is
Yep.
Way over there. Your speed is 25.
Glowin, Dory,
You can double your movement,
Hmm?
or you can all out run.
There's a guard behind me and a guard in front.
That's your bard.
Oh,
And that's you.
The
So you
person
go
in the red
25?
dress is someone who was terrified as soon as the bard started shouting.
That is definitely
dropped
drop
her-
their plate of food.
Dropped her food that she was carrying over to the family who's swimming. Someone's banana split is now horribly spilled all over the place. I hope you feel bad about yourself, Effie. You ruined someone's favorite beach.
It's Everett.
Everett?
I'm there,
Everett.
and I went.
Everett.
Everett.
You're here.
Effie when Rochelle's playing. Everett.
How far
I
can
can
you
move
move?
25.
Oh,
Very
so
good.
it's
This
transgender.
minus an inch.
No.
Oh,
So you can go to, like,
transgender.
ambidextrous.
You got
No,
10
I
inches
think-
if you
I
if you
She was just messing with you.
I know, I get it. I'm just-
I couldn't do anything either. I just have to try and catch up.
Your speed is 25, so if you double it, it's 50. So that is a grand total of 10 inches.
I got 10 inches measured out for him.
Oh, I can do that. Not right now.
Let's go behind
Can we
this
see me on the
church
right
structure here. Stay behind the church. Behind the
You won't
church.
find this.
It's already a sausage party, so.
I'll stay behind the
Alright,
house
that's
of
all the
worship
main
there.
characters, so I can move.
All of
over
Ryan's
there.
characters are scary cats.
Yeah. He's always got the
Almost
beefiest
died,
characters
lad.
too, the little scaredy cats.
Okay.
The wizard's running down the middle of the road.
Okay.
Fighters
You have to
hiding
cast
behind the
invisibility.
corner.
So the one guard
I don't even-
that's over there,
Did you gotta have invisibility ready.
I don't
can
care
you
about
move
it.
that guy up?
That's too.
I don't think that's a level 2 spell.
Move him towards there,
I know, but it's the
that
best.
far,
Level 2.
and then
I don't think so.
I can't
Level 2?
get
Level
to
two
him and
is
attack him,
invisibility.
but move him
That's
up.
crazy.
I'm going to double my movement to get within range of him. So I can't attack him because I'm outside
No,
of
I
range.
You're
But
gonna give it back.
Well, I'm
Every
going
level.
to now. At least I can. If he can't, if he moves away from me, I take an attack of opportunity. Take that back,
You're
please.
squishy.
And that guy
You're
over
like,
there, who's
screw it,
entangled
goodbye.
in the other guy, is going to
Challenge
try and
myself
make
to do other
an attempt to get out,
things.
and he will not get out. He is absolutely tangled up in this flailing commoner who's now got he chipped a tooth and is crying, and his arms are flailing more, and the guy just can't seem to get purchase on the ground.
The fingers are sticking
stand
in
up.
spots they shouldn't be sticking in.
It's unfortunate. It is unfortunate. Bringing us back to the top of the order.
Who did our guard guys do?
So one guy moved up. He doubled his movement. He couldn't attack him, but he doubled his movement to get adjacent to the guy.
That's this
and the
one
other
here.
guy tried to get out of underneath the commoner that was shoved over.
That's this one.
The guy at the back by the building that they're heading to is fumbling, is like opening the door.
Trying to get.
Top of the order.
Okay.
You need to take your turn in sequence this time. We're not going to punish you for having.
Oh yeah, definitely not.
Now that I have your initiative thing, I didn't know what you rolled, and I didn't have your placement in there. It's gonna have to be darker. You're gonna have to come up with the find the Drakkar Noir symbol.
That's yeah, good.
Yeah.
It's really cool. It's like
Yeah.
a bat type thing, I think, or something.
I used to love that. It worked.
I know.
It worked.
You're
You
telling
should
me
have
all
known
about
it
it.
worked pretty good.
No, I'm definitely going to be like,
It was
the
good with the
Drakkar Noir
Cougars.
people were the ones that the ladies stayed away from.
No,
At least the younger ladies.
it was good for the Cougars.
Yes.
That's fine.
Yes, because that's their generation's cologne.
Yeah, but that's all right.
Um,
Had a lot of first-time experiences with
Yeah.
Cougars.
okay, I
Did I
guess
ever tell you the story about the time I went with my dad to get the co-sign on my first car loan?
No.
And it was the bank teller was like a cougar from like the dojo Christmas party that I went to with Carl, and he gave me the key to his house, and I went back there with her, and we did our thing, and then like a week and a half later, I went to get a car loan, and like he had to co-sign, and she was the fucking first.
Oh my God.
I was like 17, 18. She was like 30 something.
Sure, she didn't mind.
I didn't mind.
Yeah.
I'm dashing. Dash away, dash away, dash
So
away.
you double your movement, so it's 60 feet.
Okay.
Unless you're doing it like expeditious retreat, which makes it 4 times.
60 feet was to here.
Yeah.
Okay, I have nothing. I have no decent
You
range.
moved your whole thing.
Yeah.
Look.
Inspire something.
Okay.
Bardic Inspiration. Okay.
Oh, excellent.
Well, he ran, right? So you can't do that.
So the first guy,
Still an action.
Is it a bonus?
Inspiration's a bonus action.
Is it a bonus action? Bardic Inspiration. You.
rolls to attack. He's just like, I do damage.
Okay.
I mean, I'll take it, but I don't think
I inspire you. You're inspired. Do you feel inspired?
Oh.
you'll hide even better this time.
I'm ready to attack.
He's surprised. He's so inspired, he's surprised himself.
Whoa!
Oh, this is a
inspired.
song to make you feel brave, to make you feel strong too.
And fast to run. To get there.
Yeah.
Okay. So, is it when's my turn on fire?
So, oh, I should have moved this guy. I should have moved him over here on his way up. So, now then, so the one guy is going to disengage from the guard. No, the guy right by the guard there, the guard moved up to. Yeah, so the red guy there, he's going to disengage and he's going to move this far toward the door. He has to move. Yeah, he has to move around. Go to the other side. So he's got to get to the door. So the door is where he's going to get to. And he's going to. Yeah, and he's there. He opens the door.
Did he not provoke opportunity?
He disengaged.
Oh, that's right.
So instead of being able to move twice as far,
Yeah, he just
he
doesn't
disengaged and moved. So he doesn't provoke the attack of opportunity.
provoke.
But he opens the door. Okay? The other guy, that's right, now it's Carl's turn.
All right,
Come up,
so
Carl.
I'll move my 6 inches. I'm gonna come back here so I can actually see where I am.
And I need to see my 18. Maybe the plan will work this time.
Decent flavor, right?
17.
Yeah.
18.
Oh yeah,
Hyper's
I can get
That
in.
one was nice.
So, yep. So I'll move forward 6, and then I'll go and I'll cast Hold Person.
Nice.
6.
Boom.
And I'll try and hold person the guy who's trying to get into the door.
Yeah, the guy, so that he's blocking the doorway.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, it's a DC 14. So just to confirm, spell saves are it's 8 plus wisdom plus proficiency.
Yeah.
All right, so it's 6. It's 14.
14.
Yeah.
8, so 10. They got suck a nail. He's held.
And he's blocking
Nice.
the door,
He's
right?
blocking the door.
Blocking the door, held.
This is working out well so far.
Good. Yeah.
You can still move through the space of an ally, but they can't move out of the way. So now I had that. It's going to cost like 10 squares of movement from down through.
Nice.
So it's an impediment, but not a huge.
Still a problem, and we might be able to get one of them.
Right. So
We don't even have to kill that guy. Now we can focus on the other people kind of deal. Like, ideally, we probably don't want them dead.
No, we
Right.
need to capture them. Yeah, we
Yeah.
need to capture them. Like at this point, we'd be murdering people who stole something.
Well, I'm sure there's no big deal there.
Well,
so
Let's put this over here, I think. This
So,
would be- might be
the guy who was unlocking the door, the bumbling commoner, books it through the door. So that commoner in the red, that's right outside the door there,
it's
he
also a
takes
problem.
off inside the building that he just unlocked.
This guy?
Yeah,
I thought he was blocking the door. How?
he is, but he's right there. So it
Yeah.
takes 2 squares of movement, 10 feet to get past him, and then he's inside, and then he can move around to whatever. And you guys don't know what's in there, but he is currently inside that building. This guy. He held him, right?
Yep.
With 30, he can't get through. He'll double his movement. He's not able to get to where I want him to go in there, but he's able to get in. He's in the building as well. You see he doesn't close the door. His hand is reaching out from the aperture of the door, trying to drag his held friend inside.
Good luck with
Bringing us
that.
to your turn.
Don't you have an open door to represent that? It's a little unrealistic right now for my fantasy game.
All you got to do is open the door.
Oh, it actually, I didn't
Oh,
realize it
I'm
actually
not, I'm
opened.
not the dungeon
I would have
master.
done it, man.
Alright?
I didn't know.
I'm not the dungeon
That's
guy.
sick. We launched
Look how
this
you
guy.
knocked
Yeah.
that guy out of the way too, eh? Jeez.
Thanks, Adam, for the door and the paint job on the door.
No
Very
problem. Moving my
No, I know.
30 feet.
The door is up on the mini, so it's not straight.
The reason I did that is to hold the mini from not falling.
Oh, okay.
I'm like,
Oh, just move the chair. Just move the building back.
Oh,
Move the building back slightly. There you go. Then there's space for everybody up there.
I didn't know.
Ba-bing.
Nice.
Very.
Nicely done.
I will
Magic missile again.
still out of range.
Have we been attacking the same guy?
No, the one guy who he
Or is
had
it spread
magic
out
missile
between the two?
just booked in.
Okay.
But his
And the
hand
other
is
guy
out.
was shot.
He's outside right now grabbing the guy.
So I
So
will shoot him again.
okay. Oh,
Yeah. Well, actually, 7, 8,
That's not bad.
11 again.
Not bad.
That's a lot of damage.
yeah, his arm.
Just third level. Yeah. Whenever I see a 1, I guess.
Fair enough.
So you see his arm get blasted back by the blast, and it breaks on the door frame.
Oh.
Like it breaks like at the elbow from the force of your blast on the arm, and a fucking gross sounding scream, like a young man's voice, like not a grown man, a young man's voice, like a blood curdling fucking scream, like "Ah!" from inside as the arm breaks on the door jam.
Move me the arm slayer.
He's having a bad day, this guy.
Yeah, that sucks.
So that's that, guys. And you moved up, did you? Yes.
Yeah.
It's your turn.
Oh, actually, I should not have moved up because my cap power is that the next move I have to take 0.
Oh, actually, you do the dash as a thing. I
Yeah.
see. That's cool. That's a cool thing, though.
I think I just have to dash. I don't think there's anybody I can hit from
There is the guy in the
Maybe.
doorway. If you move up, so if you move, depending where you move, I'll tell you how much you can see into the building.
I don't.
You're an elf. You're keen-eyed.
I don't think I have it from there. To be honest with you,
No.
Go angle out a bit more.
I was about there, so I could go out to like there maybe.
And that's 5. You go an extra 5. So you're
Oh, I
like
can go an extra. Oh, so
so
I
you're
go
at
an
the
extra.
edge here if you wanted to go this way, and you can see
Then
more.
you can see.
Okay, sure.
And you have cover behind the boat.
Yeah, I'll take it. So yeah, I'll shoot at the guy who's held there, because there's no way I'm hitting the severed arm. Not that there's any point of hitting
You
it.
don't really need to hit him. He's kind of. Yes.
It wouldn't hurt to. You could call your shot if you roll high enough.
No.
Shoot him in a
Is
butt
it a
cheek or
9?
something.
Yeah, that's a 9. I did dots at the bottom. 9 plus 8, so I'm at 17.
The building is there, but from inside, what you can see is this. That's the guy. This is the guy whose arm was just broken on the door jam from you.
Yeah.
Blasting out. You can see him like on the ground, grabbing at his arm, crying.
If I hit the person who's held, they're still held, right?
Yeah, it's not going to break the
Yeah,
spell.
it doesn't break the okay.
Yeah, they get a chance to break at the beginning of their turn, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and I think don't I have advantage or something if they're held?
I think it's from melee. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Paralyzed condition. A paralyzed creature is
Non-moving
incapacitated.
target, though.
Automatically fails strength saving throw. Whose attacks against the creature have advantage. So attack rolls against the creature have
Nice.
advantage.
Yeah, that's
Alright.
what I thought. Yeah.
Any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit if it's a melee attack.
If it's me, that's what I was saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I can't take actions or reactions.
I rolled a 17.
So it's a hit.
Can I use that
So-
6 again?
It's not a critical hit. Oh, you have to roll twice to see if you
Oh, so you
crit.
could roll.
Oh,
roll
to
again.
see if I
You could
crit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
advantage
you
lets you roll
You
twice
got
to
the
be higher.
advantage, yeah.
I got a 5. That's
Okay,
why.
so-
Not a
so-
crit.
17.
Yeah.
1.
No, you only attack once.
Well,
So
1.
one.
Okay.
Plus- so another
4,
5.
so another 5, yeah. Wow, I've literally rolled 3 1s in a row now. Then.
That's the
Rolling
break.
count to
Sometimes
one,
the dice
yeah.
want what they want.
You're hitting them.
Yeah,
It's better to roll 3 once and roll for damage than
So-
roll it on the
What would a
hit.
crit have been if I was above?
At the end of each of its turns, the target
It's
makes
just
a
about
success.
And that's full damage.
So
Possible damage.
I didn't make a saving throw at the end of his turn. I'll make a saving throw at the end of his turn. 16, you said?
Is it his turn right now?
It was his turn before he blasted. I didn't know
And
that.
at
saving throw
higher
like
levels
that.
that, you know,
I'll
when
pick
you're
this
doing
up. 10,
big spells
12,
and stuff,
yeah.
it's
Oh,
crazy amounts of damage.
So,
OP spell.
yeah, it's really good.
OP spell.
Really good. Even when your DC is 12, like what level, like the stuff you're encountering, like the DC
Well,
is 14. Sorry,
low level 14
Yeah.
is huge. You're only
Yeah.
getting like +2,
Right.
+4 to it, maybe, right?
plus 2 is
50%.
good,
Yeah.
right? So, so that's your turn. You moved. You're able to see more of what's going on there. Okay, Biffer, you are
Very.
Yeah, you're over
You're
here.
Closest to this card here? Is this
Yeah.
this is a card.
no. That's a commoner.
Oh, it's a common.
You can run 10 if you want. 11. There's 10 inches if you need it. Shit. There's 10.
Do you have a ranged weapon, a javelin, or anything?
You got a little bit more. You got a little more.
Just an axe. There you go. I don't want to throw it.
Is it a throwing axe?
No.
You should have bought a couple of throwing axes.
Well,
I
I'm
didn't know
just
how
sad
much
I don't
money
have a
I started
range.
with. I wasn't sure if I should.
50 gold on top of whatever you're starting with.
Yeah. Well, when I got my armor fixed, I should have bought some. Yeah. I gotta stop and buy some stuff.
You gave us an
That's-
opportunity to buy
That's the
something.
3 times
Yeah.
that you get that opportunity,
An
to buy
opportunity
things.
to buy stuff. Yeah.
So,
Insert side elbow. Wah, 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 wah.
Yeah.
so now,
If a cleric can use martial weapons, does that mean they can use bows? Or that doesn't count? Can I at least use a sling? Because I know in Pool of Radiance there's no ranged weapons whatsoever for clerics. So I
No
can use
crossbow,
something that
yeah.
I can get a range that thing.
yeah, I don't think there's an issue. I just think the only difference is if it's a weapon properties.
Sling, I saw sling.
Yeah, but this is not that's for ammunition. It's talking about. But we're just talking about weapon proficiencies. Martial, most people. So you gotta look at. Where's the
Just
list?
curious.
Here's the
I don't
list.
know
So
if I can.
so simple, any simple range martial
Okay, so
weapons.
I can.
There's a sling up
I can get whatever I
But then
want.
there's
in
martial
that
range
case.
weapons. Low gun,
Oh, that's awesome.
longbow. Yeah.
All right, cool. I didn't even know I could do that.
Yeah.
I keep
So your-
thinking
your
too much
short
about Pool of
bow-
Radiance.
Your short bow has a range of 100, I believe.
I don't have anything right now.
No, his short bow. 320. So
Very cool.
you're fine. So escape. So we can keep this up for now. And let's just make sure we're still recording. Yeah. So
Let me check and make sure the green lights are still on.
Yeah. I got that guard who's covered is going to try and climb out from underneath the commoner again. This time they succeed. You move those other two guards up towards those other two silver people up toward the building. Since you shouted out and alerted them that about those guys.
And this one.
Yeah. Toward the building. Now, as soon as they approach that building, so as soon as they step in front of the doorway, hold on a second here.
When you started NPCs.
Oh no. Okay. So as soon as they walk in front of the doorway, you don't see what hits them, but you just see as they hit the ground. Fucking one guy's got an arrow going right through his head. Another guy's got one that goes like right underneath his jaw, and they both fall down dead.
Somebody doesn't want them talking. Captured.
Well, those are the guards. Those are
Those
our
are your
guys.
guys.
Yeah, those are our
Those
guys.
were other members of the Flaming Hand.
Yeah.
Does anybody see where it comes?
They came right out of the building. Like right out of the building. But they came right in front of the doorway that they were about to charge in after the people that had gotten by. And as soon as they got in front of the open aperture, they just got fucking blasted.
From inside.
Whoa, what did you roll?
I rolled 220s.
What? You said, is that the third time in your life that's happened?
I rolled. There's more people in there. I rolled once for all the people in there that are attacking.
Because
And
the
the four
last
times
time
I rolled 220s and I rolled a 15, and then there was.
you said the last time you rolled 2 20s at once, that was the second time in your life.
Yes, but yeah,
That was just
but those were
rolling
for
like
different
this.
people. But that was
Oh,
like 3.5, where you had to confirm the crit. So you roll a crit, so it's a hit, you do max damage, and then you confirm it, you roll, you beat the AC again. Now you add the extra damage, and then I rolled a 20 again.
Terrible.
So then that's how 3.5.
So convoluted.
It was.
I don't think I
was.
even played it that way when I was
That's
doing
the
it.
way it was. I think it was weird. I didn't like it.
It
But
seems difficult.
3.5 is more of a number crunch.
Yeah.
Right? That's what you're looking for. That's like you can get an alchemy skill, like with a plus 25. If you're crunching numbers, right? But anyways, that's what happens at the end of the round. We're top of the order again.
Where am I now?
You can't
How
see
close
what's
can I
going
get?
on inside that building.
Oh, they're still way ahead of me. Yikes. I don't even know what I would do. Not many options.
Well, I know what we need: an egg timer. We need like a set timer where it's like everybody gets like a minute for their turn to say what they're doing.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
Right?
fair enough.
Right?
I really don't have a
We've
lot
technically
to do.
got so much time. You just think about your turn before it's your turn.
No, but I mean, once your turn starts, I think it's
Oh.
fair. We have like a
Yeah.
60-second or maybe a 2-minute timer because things change,
I can
right?
run it.
Things
Yeah.
can change.
I can run it if you want.
2-minute timers.
You want me to
for
do
turn?
it?
Well, is that
Sure.
cool? Is everybody down with that?
Doors here. Is this the guy who's broken his arm?
Well, we'll vote on that. We're not
That's
going to do that
the-
today.
that's the
We won't do that
paralyzed guy.
today. This is like
Just
that's
a
a
The
Broken
guy.
arm guys inside.
we usually float it and then we vote on it next game.
There.
When we do house rules, that's how we do it.
And I
We
can't
have-
get inside.
A house rule for calamity.
Vicious
So
mockery.
you have a
if
ranged
someone
weapon?
rolls
I
a
don't.
20 on a
Oh,
saving
neither
throw,
do I.
they take
Oh,
half
Chad,
damage,
I
they'll take
do.
no damage.
I'm
But
about
if they roll
to
a
use
1, they take
I
full
had-
damage.
I know,
I
that's-
know,
My
I know,
barbarian
it's
never
calamity.
used
I didn't
It's
look at that
bad
sheet
shit.
carefully enough, or I would
You
have
fail
bought one.
your climb check.
Always have a ranged weapon. At the very least, you can do something. to
I just
slow
remembered
someone
why I
down.
didn't take one now that I think about it. I'm about to use
Shield?
my. No. Well, I have a shield,
Yeah.
but I could just
Hard.
drop shield and use it. But no, I've got a different. I've got a
But dropping a shield, then it's dropped.
yeah.
How about
Let's pick
vicious
it up.
mockery?
Is that what you're doing?
Sure. Why not?
What is it? Are you in the range?
What's the range on it?
Vision mockery.
What do you say?
My favorite part.
You limp dick shit stain, stay right where you are.
Who do you say it to? The person in the doorway?
The guy is already held.
Yeah, he does it. He obeys.
He's already home.
But he takes 26 psychic damage.
Okay.
Sorry, I must do the wisdom saving throw. I get my wisdom saving throw.
All right. Do I roll a d20 at this point?
No,
No,
I make a
he's
saving
six.
throw, and it's 7. So what's your The saving throw is going to be, what's the saving throw I have to be?
It's probably going to be 14 as well.
It'll be 14, but this is just know the numbers.
Okay.
So it's 8 plus your proficiency plus your casting,
8 plus proficiency.
which is 2, so 10.
2.
Plus
and
yours is charisma, I think,
mod
right?
4.
Yeah.
Yep.
So 14. Yeah. So that's the number I got to beat when I roll. I tell.
I just rolled a 5 damage. I
So
rolled a
5
5 on the
damage?
d6.
It's just taking 5s.
It's disadvantage.
Maybe at this point we don't want to
And I
hurt
have
him any.
disadvantage on this attack roll I get if he gets another attack roll. This guy's inside nursing his wounds, currently wounded.
You got a dice in the car too, or just
No.
Card one.
I do have dice.
All
but
right.
they're packed up.
So I'll move by 6.
Yeah, I'm just around. Yeah. I'll be back.
And I say, typical, leave me to do everything. 5, 6. So I'll move over here. And then I'm going to cast, so I'm near the dwarf, with the dwarf kind of giving me some cover. Just in case they decide to shoot me.
Okay.
Just
So
I'm
you've
declaring
got,
that.
You've got quarter cover from the
And then I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon and send it in to hit the guy who was already magic missile.
Okay, do you have dark vision?
Yeah.
Okay, so the guy who was magic missile. Okay, so you cast your spiritual weapon.
Yeah,
I
and
make
I
a saving throw.
What's that?
I have to make a saving throw. It's
No,
spiritual
no,
weapon.
it's actually, I get an attack roll on it that deals damage plus my modifier, so it's actually going to do 1d8 plus.
Oh, I'm thinking spiritual guardians, right?
Yeah,
I make a
spiritual
saving
weapon.
throw.
So I get to summon it, and then I get to move it as well.
The bonus action to cast it.
Correct.
When you cast a spell, you make a melee spell attack within 5 feet of the weapon. On a hit, targets 1d8 plus spell attack. Bonus action to return. There you go.
Yeah.
Boom.
And then I'm going to also try and cast Hold Person at the same time. On the,
Whole person of concentration spell.
is it a concentration?
Hold person.
Thought it was. Is it not?
Concentration.
It is concentration, so I can only do one at a time. Because I can't do 2 at the same time in this case yet.
Spiritual weapon's not
Yeah,
concentration.
spiritual weapon is not.
How much
That's really
damage do you
good.
think the guy?
The fact
real
that it's
good.
not
And
concentration.
I get
is
it
really
as a
good.
bonus too. It's just what part of my guy's abilities.
So, because you have dark vision, let me show you what you see in there.
Yeah, and my dark vision is 60 feet, so I can definitely see it. Was it a wizard?
No, more rangers.
More rangers. All right. Well, if there's so many of them, then I've got no qualms whatsoever about giving a beating to the guy who's already taken tons of damage in that case. I think it does what 1d8 plus spellcasting ability
There's a
modifier.
lot of
So
rangers.
1d8 plus 4, or yep, 1d8
Well,
plus
they're not
4.
rangers, they're people with bows. Whether they're rangers or not is.
There's a lot of
remains to be
people with
seen.
bows.
And I guess then I'll take my regular attack on him too. So I'll Toll the Dead actually first, and then I'll do that. So Toll the Dead on the injured one.
Okay, so I make a saving throw for that, 14?
Yep, saving throw 14. But I don't think it. But take a look. So I think that's for half damage, if I'm not mistaken. Because since he's injured, it's going to be 1d12. Or is it even that, or do I make the attack? I'm not sure exactly how.
Or the conspiracy is good.
Well, if you, the target must succeed a wisdom saving throw or take 1d8 necrotic damage, or 1d12 if you take damage.
Okay, so if they make the save, they do nothing.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So
you succeeded that.
yep. So here comes my
Spiritual weapon attack.
attack on the injured guy.
Yeah.
It's a miss, I think. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
That would be good.
14.
No, 11 total.
Okay, 14 AC.
Underwear though we know come.
So it's a miss, but my spiritual weapon exists within there.
exists there.
Even if I
Yeah,
die,
it's
it
strong,
still
I know.
hovers and
Yeah,
stuff like
in
that.
the doorway, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it's slightly in the
I
doorway
don't know
because
if
it's
I
in
like
hand-to-hand combat with that guy.
In the very
I know.
specific
Not the
situation.
strawberry one?
No, it's the mango one.
Knocking someone off of.
It's a little
Yeah,
too
oh, yeah,
mango.
we-
Yeah.
I shouldn't say that.
It's
The,
unlikely to get him off their feet.
Okay, so,
I get people.
but you can see everybody in there, and you can see that there's. I haven't.
I don't. And as a free action, I'll say there's two more
The Elven Rangers.
there's 2 more ranged attackers in there. They've got bows.
No.
So there's
Why?
three
Oh, you love
people
bows.
with bows in there.
That's
Just
the
letting you
things
know.
for, like underwear. That's great.
3 ranged attackers.
I like it. Just a feeling.
When you're
So-
old enough, you just get set in your ways.
Set your ways. Yeah.
And don't forget, I
Well,
did
the same
declare
with
I
my
got
character.
covered
I said,
behind
why
the
don't you have
dwarf.
You did
invisibility?
declare that, yeah.
And I went,
I'm just throwing down some boxes for flavor.
Yeah, giving them some cover too. Makes sense.
There you go.
Don't
So,
let the teenagers get off my lawn. Don't touch them.
well, so when my kids started playing D&D, I'm like, no, that's not how you do it. No, that's how we want to do it. No, that's how you do it.
I'm gonna move the boat for now so you can get a good.
yeah.
Damn it, kids. And then they do something cool, and I'm like, oh, you're an angle.
I'm blocking
not
your
going
guy, but I'm
into
sure you're
war.
gonna move your guy
Yes,
next, and
absolutely.
then that way we'll be in there too.
You're good.
Here for it.
So you're moving that direction? Is it right?
So I'm
So
trying to see
hold
if
on
I
here.
can
That was your
get
turn.
You're running it then because Andrew's not there anymore.
So this guy is done. His turn is done. He gets the saving throw.
trained up some grade 8s really well.
15.
Do something, but
But he's taken. Oh, he didn't take anything from Control the Dead. Oh, you got advantage. Did you attack the guy who's held?
No, I attacked the guy who was
Okay,
already injured.
okay.
Yeah.
So the guy who was held is no longer, and he stumbles through the door, and they make a complete.
It's at the end of his turn, so he doesn't.
Oh,
stumble
right,
anywhere.
that's right. He doesn't. The end of his turn. Sorry, that's right. Adam.
But he is no longer held.
But I can see him still.
Yes, and your concentration, you can now have a free concentration slot.
Make a DC 13 wisdom saving throw.
11.
Hi.
Okay, so he's taking damage already.
Yes.
Take 2 necrotic damage.
Yoo-hoo!
this guy seems to have a decent amount of hit points.
20.
Well, okay.
We've hit 5, 5, 5, 2.
That's right. But he's not looking good. He's bloodied and beaten, and he's gonna be like falling through the doorway very shortly.
Does spiritual hammer emit light?
Still
Just out
held.
of curiosity? I don't think it
No, I think he
does.
said it wasn't held anymore.
Oh, he's not held anymore?
It's just spirit.
Spectral. I think
Yeah,
that's
so it doesn't. Yeah. Yeah, it's just kind of shimmering, but it doesn't emit light.
It doesn't radiate light.
These guys are far enough apart I could go through, yeah.
Unless they're like
What?
if they're
not
allies.
base to base.
What do you want
Yeah,
from me?
they're allies, yeah.
What do you want from me?
That's
What do
him
you
petting
want
you
from me?
back.
He wants to-
What do you
Saying,
want from me?
saying
Why do you ask you like that, don't you?
he's usually trying to either petting you back or he's saying he's trying to push your hand down, like you do
Give
when
me
you
some more, yeah.
you do like with your
Yeah.
We've all done that game, right? We've all done that before. You're just like, hey, rub
The
me.
answer is
Sometimes
no,
you
though.
just
Rub
can't
me
help
here.
it.
The answer is no.
This
I
might
have
not be
love.
polite, but
I have love for the dog. There you go. I'll rub you in the middle of your chest. Wolf. So, Adam, that was your turn.
That was my turn.
Okay.
I'm just moving. I'm dashing.
So you move up.
Because I don't want to kill the guy.
Well, at this point,
At
we
this
got
point,
enough that
there's
we
so
can
many
question.
everybody.
I
You
guess.
just you just saw
yeah.
them kill two
Yeah.
members of the flaming.
Yeah.
there's
yeah.
a lot of guys there.
So-
He's-
Alright.
yeah,
I'll
And
move
you
up-
got
I'll move up
35, so you
35,
actually get 7. So you get 8 inches, I guess, right? You
7
get 8
inches.
yeah. At
7
this
inches,
point,
that's
he's
right.
one less problem. if
7
we can kill
whole
him.
inches.
So you can make it all the way next to that guy if you want to take. There you go.
There we go.
I can't tell if you're happy.
Now I can bring it back, and I can get your guy in action.
He has such a
No,
hard
there
life.
you go. I will shoot 19.
The guy in the doorway.
Yeah.
Okay, so roll to see how badly he's dead.
Oh, he's
Like
very
one
dead.
before.
5. So,
Plus 4 is a 9.
okay.
And I
So-
rolled a 19.
He's about to take a step to the door. There's a look on his face of elation. He's like, "Yes, salvation!" As he's shot like, through the back of the head, it comes out
Right
through
at
his
the mouth, yeah.
and he falls forward onto the guy who was nursing his arm. And now there's 2 bodies in the doorway, meaning the door can't be closed until those bodies are moved.
Nice.
Sweet. So I'll just move this guy forward like that.
Yeah, you can just lay him down in the doorway if you like.
There you go.
So
There was this guy as well. This was the one who was hurt.
yeah, they're both in the
Fallen
doorway.
in the doorway as well.
Oh, he's not dead though. He's
No, he's dead.
Yeah, he is.
the guy who was within the doorway.
He got
the
shot.
guy-
He got hit by somebody else last time.
Fell on him.
Oh no, he's not dead.
Yeah,
he's still alive.
dead. He's the guy
He's
who I
still
tried
alive.
to
He's
get.
still
Like,
alive. Yeah.
I missed him with the Toll the Dead and I
He
missed
did,
him with the
yeah,
spiritual
yeah.
weapon.
Okay, so
He
he's still
arrowed
alive in the doorway.
He's
Well,
the
keep
guy
him
with
out.
he's
He's
the guy with
still
the
blocking
busted
it.
arm. He's
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
he's got he's
the
the
guy
one.
just fell on him.
He's lefty or
Yeah.
righty, depending on which one he's still got left.
Okay.
So
So
it's
inside
the
that
right one.
room, there's there's
I don't like that
a
angle.
fucking hornet's nest. Okay.
Who has AoEs? I know you've got
I got
other
something.
daggers.
Yeah.
Okay, that was your turn. You take your attack inside there. You did.
I took my attack. I was
So,
the one who
Biffer.
killed him.
Little legs is finally come up.
Biffy the Vampire
Slayer.
Slayer.
The door. Slash and
They're both the guy at the door is unconscious.
Well, you've only got 6 inches of movement, right?
So you can't even make it in. You can get
You
to
got 5 inches of movement.
5 inches, so you can make it there.
You can double his movement and get inside.
Yeah, you can double your movement
But
and
you
get
can't
in.
attack her.
But you can't attack them in
You
that
can double your
case.
movement and get inside. So as you step in front of the fucking doorway,
So what happened
what
last
were you
time, right?
thinking?
Yeah.
Like in front from here.
Thunk, thunk, thunk,
I
thunk,
didn't go
thunk,
inside,
thunk.
right?
They probably got their held actions.
yeah, they sure did. That's all they're working on. So we have a 15 and we have a 13. What's your AC?
18.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh, a modified 20 and a 23. So those two will hit.
So you're at least inside the door, though.
Are you,
But this
you
is-
completely blocking the door? Because
No,
people
I'm
are
just
going to
standing
Oh,
to
you're
the side of the door, like peering
Well,
into the room.
You were. Well,
Oh,
you said you were
fuck.
going in, so
What?
you'd be over here probably.
20 damage. 2 arrows hit you. Boom, boom. Punch you. One punch is like through the little gap in your breastplate, and the other one hits off. So you just took 20 damage.
Yeah. It's nasty. What did you roll?
Where'd it come from?
Well, I rolled 4.
Where did he end up?
It would
Afterwards.
It was
That's
2.
not
One was
bad.
a 19 plus 4, and the other
Right.
one was a 16 plus 4.
Damn.
And the other 2 was like an 8.
But what was that? How did you do 20 damage?
What was the
with
damage?
2
That was the
hits?
damage rolls. Was what I was wondering.
Because on the damage rolls, okay, I rolled a 7 and an 8. No, I rolled sorry, I moved them now.
Yeah, plus the 4s that they probably
Yeah.
got on top
Plus,
of it.
plus 4
Yeah,
damage.
plus
Yeah.
4.
So it's 8 off
It could
the
have been.
bat.
It could have been 24,
Could have been worse.
right? So
D10s, it must be long
Nope.
bows.
D8 longbows.
Yeah, all D8s. I love it all. Still good
Yeah.
rolls.
Great bows are D10s.
Ah, all right. Is that a martial weapon?
Those are exotic weapons that require a strength modifier to use, right? Because that's what we did with in the other. You know, I have to have a +2 strength modifier to use
Yep.
this. If I lose my strength, I can't use this
You
bow
can't
anymore,
draw it.
Anymore.
That's cool.
right? But you have the D10 instead of a D8. So there's a
Just
risk
yeah.
and reward. That's like a composite bow in 3.5.
Oh, the composite bow.
Oh,
yes, yes.
I love those.
I got one of those at my dad's place.
Yeah.
I got one of those at my mom's place.
Nice.
So
A D&D character had one of those.
It's good, but
so
I'm
now
shot
move
so
the
long.
guards.
I love archery.
Those 2 guards.
I've never actually used it. I just know
The
that
one guy,
I'm
the
not
one guard
particularly
who's
good, I
here
wouldn't
by the
trust you.
camera.
I
Can you
like
move
it.
him up 60 so 60 feet so toward his comrades. He's going to try and help them.
We need to send in the clowns.
He can make it. Like,
So he can
all
make
the
it, but he
way
can't
in.
do anything. So he gets there. He dives past the door to get past it. No one's they've used their reaction this turn on their attack
He's inside.
on the ready to action, so they can't. They don't attack him as he runs past the door. He dives towards his comrades. No, he's not through the door. To his comrades to help them. So
Over
they
here.
follow. Yeah,
Over here.
yeah. He's helping those 2 guys, and you can see him reaching into his pack.
Based on the description you gave, I think they might be beyond help.
Yes, but he still knows them, so he's still going to go check on them, right?
Yeah,
He's not.
There's still the emotional,
yeah.
right?
One of them took it through the medulla oblongata.
Yeah.
It sounds like.
Stay with me, Ryan and Brian.
Ryan and Brian.
Remember Brian?
Yeah. Poor Brian. Is that the guy who got executed by
He had killed him twice.
Yeah. Executed by Luke?
Yeah, executed by Mulgrim. Yeah, Luke. The only arrow he ever shot was through the back of that guy's head. And then it was
Straight
promptly
message
arrested.
yourself. After I rolled like the 21 or something like that. to
Yeah,
get him to
I was
stop.
like, man, you gotta play it a bit. I was like, no, that's not how the game's played. Sometimes you get forced to do shit you don't want to do.
This is true.
So Effie, top of the order.
Sorry,
Everard.
Everard Lee.
Everard is a very masculine name.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
We need to.
Okay.
flip this one for when
I want
they say
to. So
One with flowers and one with a twig.
Ideally, I want to get a good angle. Where's the mission?
But yeah, no, the pseudo dragon can't. We already said it. It's one of the ones that can't.
Uh,
Because there's colored ones.
help me
When you
out
look at
here,
the monster
DM.
manual,
What
there's a list.
angle do I need to cast
yours is really
Cloud of
good.
Daggers inside there?
Pardon me?
Could I cast it here?
I don't know. Where are you?
Well,
right
aren't you
here.
gonna get your own guys now at this point, though?
Nobody's
Who's
inside.
What's inside?
The
Who wants to
dwarf's
pass it
inside.
I
The
just
dwarf's
do.
outside.
Do I need?
No, the
can I
dwarf
know
is
where it is?
inside.
Or?
You have to have
Ryan's
cloud
inside. I
dagger.
didn't think he made it.
No, he had 10 inches.
I
he made
plan.
it in.
I would have.
So the dwarf is on the inside and hand to hand with.
I would
one of them.
have
But he couldn't
put
make
it.
his
he
attack.
can
line
put
of
it-
sight inside. I wouldn't be able to see anybody, but I'd be able to see inside.
You fill the area with 5 feet on the sides. In order to
Oh,
point
5
you
feet's
to-
up.
Oh yeah, 5 feet's good.
A creature takes 44 slashing damage when it enters the spell's area for this turn or starts its turn there. So you need a 5 foot square for Cloud of Daggers?
So
For Cloud of
could I
Daggers, sir.
go here and then hide behind? I think I'd have movement for
There's a
that.
cloud
I
of
could do it
daggers.
from here. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
60 feet.
Fair is fair. I hide behind the dwarf. You hide behind me. It all works.
Where do you need to be?
See, there's a Cloud of Daggers.
I'm going to do my cloud of daggers right.
It has to kind of be like in the doorway. If you're going to be, because this is 30 feet from where you are. Where are you?
Yeah.
Where's your piece? Where's your piece? Where'd you move
My
to?
piece is here. I could move him
So,
to here
You
and
got
then
60
back.
feet.
boom. So it could be as far back as these boxes.
That would get these guys at the edges. I could get both of them, but they can move. They have to start.
You'd also
I think
get the
the
dwarf.
box is the size of that same thing. I think
Yeah, you'd
you
get
probably
like
get one.
Well, if you look at the edges, though, this guy's touching here.
You just won't
This
put it
is
right on the
touching.
box.
yeah.
But
Be
then the blocks would
cloud
block
goes
it.
in. Not the edges of it. It's going around.
Well, it has to. It's physical
Yeah.
daggers. It's not
Yeah.
like you can put it on this side of it. You can put it on the dwarf.
I'm not gonna put it on the door.
You're just really pushing for that, eh?
I'm just saying it's possible. I'm not telling anyone what to do with this spell. I'm just
Okay, okay.
I let
Could I
people-
get this guy?
Well, here.
If I did it
what's the
specifically here, then
what's
this
the range,
person has to
60?
move around.
60,
Yeah.
12 inches.
so 60 is 12,
Yeah.
so here's 12, and here it's floppy, so you can adjust it. So you're here, and you can adjust. So you can get all the way to the back.
See,
You get
if,
all the
if
way
we,
back there.
this
I'm
guy,
leaving this
okay,
down
if this
here.
guy comes through this way, he's got to go past this guy. I suppose he could, but right
Mm-hmm.
into the dwarf. If I put it here,
Then you blocked off one of their exit ways as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
so
you
I
do
do
that.
it here, right there.
You hit the one.
I like that.
So is anybody in the cloud currently, or is
One
it
guy.
the edges?
One guy.
In,
One archer at the back.
now I don't.
In the square, or at the edge of the square.
He'll be in it.
He's in it. He's in it. Yeah.
Okay. So
It's only getting the one guy, but it's blocked.
so
from the-
DC 14, Dex save.
Yep.
Oh,
It doesn't say that.
No, there's no
there's
save.
no save. I just
You just
take
take
it.
the damage.
Yeah, because they're just in it.
takes 40.
44
Okay.
plus nothing. Just 44.
That's a pretty good spell.
Yeah.
That's a great spell.
How long does it? It lasts for a minute. Very nice.
So if anyone walks
Yep.
into, so
Yep.
the other guy has to walk into the dwarf.
Or
And
he's got to
take it,
go
or he's
around and
gotta
take the
walk.
44. Very
That's
nice.
components.
Really blocked that little area nicely.
I don't add anything to that. There's
So
none
certain
of my
spells
mods
have
go into
components
that.
for that, like
Cross.
might be a gem worth 20. Right,
No mods
diamond
go
worth
into
10,000
that,
gold
yeah.
pieces
No,
for
it's just for
resurrection.
44.
Those components we have. The
Four.
party has to
Yeah.
find. When it comes to things like
Four.
sticks, that
Counts.
was
Eight.
it.
Yeah, it counts. It counts.
Whatever.
You
Who
have-
cares?
Four.
Yeah.
Two fours.
Unless it's,
and
unless it's like
No,
an
I-
item that has a monetary
I
value.
totally agree with that.
And you
Your
got
way
one
of
more.
playing. That makes a lot of sense.
You know what spells.
Wow. You know
Oh,
what?
that was
Almost
a good roll.
perfect.
12.
14.
14
14.
damage.
14 damage.
2.
On which one?
3 4s and a 2.
On this one.
Okay.
On that guy there. And then it's right blocking this
Yeah.
area. This guy has to go this way.
Yeah. 14 damage.
One guy does.
Good play.
Ouch.
Very good play.
Ouch.
That's a good one. You didn't-
I'm going to rule
And
that because
yeah,
that just appears, it distracts that person. They are not going to get their reaction on their ready to action when someone walks in front of the door, because now they've just been bombarded by daggers out of the clear blue fucking sky. So, and then this guy's dead, but this represents everybody else inside now. Reading their action -1. I don't need this guy because that guy's still the guy who's. No, this was the guy who made it inside, who is not quite dead yet. This is the guy. This is the guy who is dead, and this guy is. Everyone else is going to move on. They ready their actions on this guy's turn. So, Carl, it's your turn.
It's my turn. All right, cool. So I'll just keep doing what I've been doing. I'll move up a little bit, use this guy as cover, Spiritual Hammer will try and take out that guy who's still a little bit alive.
You're not casting anything, you're submitting it.
You're
Yeah.
making an
Well,
effort.
actually,
to
that's a
have,
bonus
like,
action, so-
block me.
In that case, I'll go for. So I've got 60 feet.
You're
with
making
my
sure that,
Toll
that
the Dead.
everyone's gonna hit you first, right?
No, I'm hiding behind this guy now.
Okay.
So I'm
Taking
gonna. I'll
cover.
Toll the Dead on. I guess I'll Toll the Dead on. He's uninjured though, but I mean it's all I can really do for range. So I'll just Toll the Dead on that guy over there, and then I'll spiritual weapon the other guy. Yeah, I think he's the only one that I can get to within
Spiritual
the range.
weapon is
so.
cool.
Yep. So all right, Toll the Dead on that dude.
Now they can saving throw.
Yep. Saving throw DC 14.
Not 1, I take max damage.
Ooh, all right. So
Nice.
that's not 12 though. It's only 8 because he hadn't taken damage yet. I think, right?
Yep.
So he'll take 8 and then attack with spiritual weapon on the guy who's almost dead from the magic missiles. I rolled a 6 the second time on that guy, so that's another miss. So 6 plus 4, 10.
Oh, you rolled it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have to roll to hit with my spiritual
Yeah,
weapon.
yeah.
All right, so that's it for me. I'm good.
I'll give you advantage because he's got nursing a broken arm.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
shit. All right,
Right.
cool.
That is
And I guess that
distracted.
dwarf's in there too, sort of in base to base, and it's a 4.
The dice
You
roll,
tried.
the
You
dice
tried.
roll,
It was
yeah.
good. I'm getting through those little rolls. I'm getting through those little rolls.
Grinding away. So everybody else inside on this turn are not going to ready their action. They are going to move back. Is there anybody in base to base with the dwarf?
One guy.
The guy, the one guy who's taking damage. So the guy with
No, he's the keymaster, I think.
Yeah.
He's the keymaster who hasn't taken damage yet.
he's going to disengage and move back
Does
toward
that
that
make the dwarf the gatekeeper?
that little pit
Yeah, where's
at
Zool?
the back of the door. You see that pit at the back of the room towards
Yeah.
you, Matt? Move the guy in the red with the broom. Move him back toward there. And he's gone. He's off the board. He's down.
He went down the drain.
It's a ladder that moves that goes down.
He's escaped.
Where did he go? So,
Look, we count.
everybody else readies their action. There's one who doesn't get to ready his action. So 2 of them ready their actions. Boomy.
So if your guys made their moves,
They ready their actions for when people.
so is that their turn?
Oh no! Wait, sorry. There's a dwarf in there. What am I saying? There's a dwarf in there. They're not readying their actions. The dwarf is in there. So the one guy is going to take his shot on the dwarf. Is he base to base with the dwarf?
No.
That guy right there?
No.
It's like just
Off. So they should be in squares. If they're on tiles, they should be in the squares of the tiles. If they're not. So
I'll try to do it for you.
sorry. So we are going to. He's going to take his attack on the dwarf. 17. That's a miss. The guy at the back.
This one?
Yeah. He throws a like a flask over the boxes. Glass shatters on the wall and smoke begins filling the room. Okay. The other person start of their turn takes 44 damage. You rolled 14, they take 14 again, they die.
Oh, they take.
Because that's
I
what you
don't-
rolled last
oh.
time, right? They take that damage until
They're dead.
yeah,
Off the board.
that person's gone. So
And then this is still here though.
that's not a daggers, that's the staircase that goes down. Nope, that's not where it was.
Cloud and daggers.
I got it,
is
I
still
got it.
there.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So, seeing that happen, we are now at your turn, Matt.
I can go.
Sorry, no, Boomy. Sorry, Boomy didn't do his turn yet. Sorry, that was my
So,
turn. My
I
bad.
I
my bad.
moved. Can I? Is there anybody still in there that I can see from where I am?
The dwarf. There's smoke. You did see someone pass the dwarf. There was a ranger who was there who shot at the dwarf. That's who, and you can see the dwarf. And now that there's
So
smoke,
I can't see anybody.
not until you go inside. Smoke is billowing out of
That's
the
as
doorway.
close as I could get. So I'm hiding behind Carl's character.
Taking cover.
Well, there's the guy who's next to the dwarf that if you were to kind of go a little bit to your character's left, you could probably see. He's the guy who's got the broken arm.
He's almost dead.
You got-
he's missing him.
You got broken.
Well, do we want to try and capture one of them?
Probably
Well, I
smart.
think we should pursue.
Well, we'll keep chasing them, but we've got only one guy left in there.
Someone's got to have explorer's pack.
Everyone starts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So tie him up.
Well, I was gonna say I can use Maximilian's Earthen Grasp to grab him.
Oh, look at this pulling out the fucking stops.
Nice.
And then we can hold
Whatever
on to him.
works. Whatever
If
works.
we want to hold somebody. Okay, give me
Or
a.
You can all. I can.
Give
Like
me
he's
a-
engaged with my spiritual weapon right now. Which,
Oh, is he? Okay.
well, it's not engaged technically. It doesn't get like a tax of opportunity if they're a breakaway or something. But I mean, it doesn't even require concentration.
Because I can just kill him, or we can try and save somebody to question. Because we may not catch the guy that's gone through the sewers, right?
Yeah,
There's still 2 more rangers though that we don't know what they're doing either.
that's a problem.
Like,
Those
but I can't
rangers
see
need to
any
be
of them.
eliminated.
So do you want to capture one of them?
We'll use this to represent the smoke that is billowing out of the door.
They are not
cool.
going to be able to
There you
shoot.
go.
That's that's a good thing.
Give me a DC 13 strength save. It's not.
19.
I think. All right.
Sorry.
No, it's all good.
Okay, so that's your turn.
Yep, Boomy sad.
Yeah, it's your turn.
I will walk
on.
I need pressure.
8 inches.
Well, one of our cat. We've got.
I
Cora
have all
and
those
Boomy
like
are two
little
guys.
bands
I like Quarry for
floating
better.
around.
They're both great.
Are those like foot-long rulers, the foot-long tape measures there, like the measuring sticks? Those ones, yeah. Everybody can have one of those. For themselves.
Already asked, but how'd you like the not the movie then?
Yeah, I think I got through one episode. And I was kind of. I don't even know. I've seen the story. So I'm like, we watched the cartoons.
Live
Smoke
I
action.
think I've gone through both
Smoke is
twice.
pouring out of the
sorry.
building.
Yeah, I can't really even
Like,
make a
not
shot.
airbender.
I'll just, I guess.
But if you
dash.
have spells, get rid of smoke, like gust of
Not
wind
I
or
don't
anything
have
like
that.
that.
Right now we're doing Gravity Falls again.
Yeah.
So,
Such a
Have
good
you
show,
seen
man.
From?
Such a good show.
It's on Paramount. It's decent. It's the second season.
Mike- My kids love Gravity Falls. I think I let them watch it too early though. Yeah.
Like Dan.
Well, like I always started watching Dan to Dan with my daughter, and then it was like, I'll let you suckle my tits if I can nibble your balls or whatever. it was. I was like, oh shit, and because like, I love this show, and like immediately turn it off. I was like, yeah. But its
See that
final
coming.
episode comes out Thursday, so tomorrow, final episode of season 1.
I'll dash to move up towards these guys.
Okay.
You're gonna want to take cover.
Should I?
Yeah.
Well, it's got the smoke now and everything. So.
Even with the smoke, you still don't want to have random arrows coming out.
They won't know that they're passing by because they can't see out.
Mhm.
But it stops you guys from seeing it.
Mm. Then maybe I should try to move behind this thing.
Whatever you want. Is everybody okay to play till like 1:45?
I'm gonna have to work tomorrow.
You don't have to watch
I'm working
Lucky.
Saturday, so I get a day off.
Oh, very nice.
I'll take cover behind this.
Cool.
Smoke is pouring
Shoot
out
the
of the
guy.
building.
Shoot the guy that you
Can't.
can't see.
I don't know.
Oh, you can't even
I
see
dashed.
the one guy?
I dashed.
Oh, you have to dash. Darn.
Differ.
There you go,
Increases
Biff.
concentration.
There you go, Biff.
You're inside there.
Pretend he's Marty.
It is. I'm pretty sure.
How to quickly lose a hanging belly. Cardiologist.
By sniffing pickles.
Wow.
That's all you have to do is sniff them. Oh, I feel that fat.
That's like
melting.
Gatorade. It's like Gatorade, though. The pickle juice is like the ultimate Gatorade. It's got the salt in it from the electrolytes and everything.
It's your turn, bud.
Oh,
You got this, Biff.
You're inside the room. The,
nothing like a
because
warm
the door is
thermos.
open.
Middle of the
So-
summer, you're going for a run.
I actually did it once. I
This
actually
may or
tasted
may
it. It's
not
actually
be
not that
important.
bad. Like the pickle brine is actually
Brian-
not disgusting. It's
And nice and
the
warm. though.
smoke is
When
pouring
Carol was
out of
saying
the
that,
door
Yeah.
because there is a draft coming up
Now?
from
Now
out the
lots of
door.
women
Because
like
there's a
pickles
draft
in
coming
there.
up from
Well,
somewhere.
one
in
of the
the room.
kids.
It's not bothering me.
Really?
It's pouring out of the room. It's pouring out.
My
of
wife
the
just threw up a lot over everything. She would lie in bed with the bucket between her legs, crying. She was just
That's
Oh,
what's there.
throwing
If
up
you're
repeatedly.
face to face.
Who's the guy who
Sure.
hit the
He's the guy with the broken
Blades.
arm.
The red guy in the
The
red.
blade guy's dead, but guy that's to your character's right, he's
Yeah.
right. He's right.
Okay, I'll go for the program.
You will bring us a son. I
don't care what they say. That Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves was a
I'll
great
attack
movie.
them.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
just
even care.
Alan
it was a
Rickman?
good movie.
Oh my god.
Alan Rickman was so good in that. He's the
He's
best.
he's the most redeeming feature about that because it wasn't Kevin Costner.
No.
I thought it was all good.
It was all good, but like
I
the
haven't
most
seen it since
American
the
Robin
90s.
Hood you could ever
Only a
have.
9.
Pardon?
Only a 9 on the die.
Well, I don't care about that. What was your attack to hit?
So 9 on the die.
Kevin
Plus,
Costner
look over next to your
Does
weapon.
not come off as a
Where's your
very
weapon
bright
written down?
gentleman. He might have
So,
lines
it would
that
be
are
plus-
intelligent, but
plus
he sounds like
5.
a dumb person
So for
saying
14
smart
total.
things.
Where's your?
It's
See,
just
Yeah,
why do you have plus
1d12.
I don't know
4?
anything about
Your
him
strength
personally,
is
it's
plus
just they
4,
didn't
but then
even
you
try
get your
to make him
proficiency,
attack
so you
that.
actually have a
No.
plus 6
Maybe
to
you're
your
just that
attack.
bad at it. They said don't bother.
Yeah, that's probably more.
Right.
More.
Because you're proficient with it.
So I get apparently
So
Madonna
So,
picked him up.
what did I say?
plus
Everyone-
4, plus, so it'd actually be plus
9.
6. Yeah, so
And then
your total is
immediately kicked
15.
him out, was like, fuck off.
And he has a 14 AC if I'm
15,
not mistaken.
yes.
Yeah. And he gets advantage because
Madonna
he's
said that.
And he's got the broken arm. So roll a
That's
second
a
time, see if
power
you can
move.
get 20.
That's a
And he's got the broken arm.
fuck out of my head.
You're still good. You got the 14.
so
that's what
hit.
matters.
So roll the hit. So you've rolled the hit to roll your damage.
Roll your
Sorry.
damage.
Yeah. So your damage is plus.
You're not using
4.
a shield, right?
No, he's got a great axe.
So
1d12
how
plus
is
4.
his armor class 18? So how's your armor class 18?
I got my shield.
No,
Because
because
you
you
got
got
armor repair.
Yes,
yeah,
but you can't.
but
Yeah,
you're not using
but
shield.
you can't use a shield, right? Because
Yeah,
you're using a great
Because you're
axe.
using a great axe.
Yeah.
So it should be 16. But either way, you
Yeah.
smoked that guy
Well, I only
for
rolled a
7.
3 anyway on that.
So plus your strength modifier.
So plus 4.
4,
7?
So
Oh yeah, you
7.
gave him
Yeah,
15.
so he's dead. He's done. You
Leave him
put him
there.
out of his misery. He's toast. And you can move.
That's this guy is now.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna
What direction you going?
put 2 guys in here. Who's this?
Well, we
guy?
don't know if they're there because there's smoke.
Oh, filling out though.
Yeah, it's filling out, but you're in.
Is there still smoke in the room?
Just at
Well,
the doorway.
what
Just at
direction
the
are you going
doorway.
around?
It's pouring
You can
out.
see. You can see fine inside.
Yeah, it's pouring out because there's a
What
draft
direction did
coming
you go
up
around
from
the box to
somewhere
get there?
pushing the
I'm
smoke
gonna go
out.
for the stairs.
But how did you get to the stairs? So
Yeah.
you were here. You were here.
Yeah.
Move your guy in the way that you went to the stairs.
Well, I gotta go around the guy.
All right.
Okay, cloud of daggers. So 44, see? So you run through the cloud of daggers.
Isn't it the first? Isn't it the thing already? So I have to reroll? That should just be what it was.
As soon as you're
You know what I was looking
It should be. If it was the same for the guy before, it's the same for him.
So it's 14.
Oh shit!
So you take 14 damage.
No,
from
you
the
already
cloud of
took
daggers.
20 before.
I know.
Oh yeah.
So you take 14 damage from the cloud of daggers, right?
Are you dead again?
Down to
Last
1.
one you died.
You're really gonna
No,
want.
you took 20. You took 20 before when you walked in front.
Yeah,
And
he's
then
got
you took
35.
34.
He's got 35.
Oh,
He's got
What's your
one
con?
hit
What's your
point.
con?
okay.
Your
So
con is plus 3.
you're a
So
fighter.
13,
I recommend you
26.
use your second wind.
I'm sorry, 29, 31, 2, 3, 4, 35. Yep, yep. Wow.
What does that heal?
He gets to roll.
You know I did it. You know I did
He
it.
gets to roll
As
so
soon as you
good.
asked the
his hit
question,
dice.
I
Like
got
so
It
he's
was
level
so
3,
good.
you can roll up to 3 hit
Do you have any
dice
movements left?
Yeah.
and
You might
regain
want to
that many
get
hit
out
points.
of the cloud of daggers.
Yeah, I gotta get out of that cloud. I gotta leave this.
Just keep walking forward. Just keep walk right through it.
Yeah.
Keep walking through it.
Oh, don't go back through it.
Yeah, yeah.
So you're gonna take your tax opportunity if you go that way.
Leave the room.
Okay, so you didn't use your.
Go over here.
So
Yeah, go in that corner.
Just sit there and cower in a ball.
So what do you do on your turn before your turn's up?
Use your second one.
Use my second one.
Is it a bonus action or action?
It is.
Bonus action. So
That's so good.
your second wind. Let's bring it up here so there's no questions about it.
I love playing with you, Ryan. I'll be honest. It's just so good. It's so
you
good.
messed me up.
Yeah, but
It was important. It was
Jay was
important.
supposed to put the Cloud of Daggers mini that I have there, the spikes in the
I
square.
thought
that
the
he cast.
daggers were in the guy.
Yeah, they're in the area.
They were like
in the
rods.
They
area.
whip around.
Around.
They fly around in a circle.
Oh, it was so good. It
Second
was so
win.
good.
On your
that's my
turn, you
bad. I
can use
should've
bonus
left it
action to regain hit points equal to 1d10 plus your fighter level.
Awesome.
So you can regain 1d10 plus 3 hit dice.
Roll 3. No.
Yeah.
On your turn,
Plus
a bonus action.
Yeah, what is this time?
Yeah,
Roll it.
1d10.
Yeah, it's a blue one. It's the blue one. Take the 7. Take the 7. Say that was your roll. Uh-oh. He's
No,
risking it.
just one.
Oh,
What'd
nice
you get? What'd you
moves.
get?
12.
Nice.
Nice. Okay, so you heal 12 hit points.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
As a bonus action.
13.
Did you have any potions?
No.
You
Didn't have
do?
another
Those are
person
pricey.
anyway.
We're not rolling it
I
like we were
need to
that
stop
first
and
time.
get
Yeah. So
potions. I need to buy
now you can.
Oh, they're expensive.
some
Yeah,
javelins.
they can't just
Now-
give the potions out willy-nilly.
So a bonus action to do your healing. You can now move over and attack the guy if you want.
Is there a guy there?
There's 2.
Oh, I thought that they were maybe gone. Nice.
Not yet.
So get him. No,
Okay.
didn't you slice that guy and then run?
He sliced. Oh, you attack
you already
you
did
attack
your
the guy.
attack. You already did your attack.
You did your attack.
Oh,
Don't get close. I mean, you can get close if you like.
But if at least you get into base to base, that if he tries to run, then you get an attack of opportunity on him,
Right, unless they disengage.
Yeah.
unless they disengage and run.
So, Jay, it's your turn.
Every time.
Okay, please wash your hands, Jay. Don't lick them clean.
All right, I'm gonna move this a little bit. I'm gonna try and get us a better view. Here, do you want to get a good view for us? Yeah, you
How
can
many
just,
times
just
do you-
move that out.
So, how many times before today have you played D&D? Say?
Me?
Yeah.
Like in person?
Yeah.
3 times.
Oh, so this is ruined.
Oh yeah.
Kalita,
But now that you know the
Kalita
group
messages
too,
me
it'll
because he
be.
goes to do the Adventurers League and he's got a group
Adventures
going.
Leagues.
I
Yeah.
know, but he hated it, but he's got a group now and he's like, it's okay, it's pretty good, like, but you know,
Camera on the
he
phone, it's
wishes he
nothing.
could make it out. He so wishes he could. Be
That's all right. This is just, and now you'll be able to look back on the adventure because we put it up on YouTube.
Which is cool. I'll
And
be
you'll
able to catch up.
That's what I mean. Well, there's nothing really catch up on. There's just one adventure right now.
Okay.
This is the second adventure of these characters.
Okay.
We wiped the other game.
So
So
nuked it from orbit.
new start.
So now then,
Like you said, we Ripley'd it.
yeah,
right? Yeah.
Turn away to be sure.
Yeah.
Just gonna go here.
Okay, smoke is billowing out of the room. You're standing in the
near,
smoke.
I want to stand pulling it out. I want to get around and be able to just around like near the edge.
Okay, the smoke is pouring out of the door.
I wish I had like something I could chuck in there. I don't think
Come in and help
Fireball.
us. Help us. Surround them.
What did you say?
Say throw a fireball. Throw an alchemist fire in there.
I wish. I would. Just to see what would happen. Who's inside?
Dwarf and two.
You can't see who's in
just,
there.
Just
It's-
like
it's
Fallon,
smoke.
dwelling.
It's
different
smoke.
offer.
Smoke. You don't see anything.
Well,
there.
he knows that he's entered.
I'm
Oh,
named
yeah.
after the
He
great
knows that the
forgotten
dwarf has entered.
warrior. Yeah, there's a body in the doorway.
Yeah. Oh, he's still in the doorway.
Holding the
He's
door
dead.
open.
That was the original guy who was held.
I had like speak to dead or something. I don't know what to do. I'm not going into the smoke.
You can hold your turn.
I'll hold my turn.
Jay's dead. Car Noir. Son of Dolce and Gabbana.
Light blue.
A
All right.
hyper intelligent shade of blue.
Yeah. Nice.
All right, I say, all right,
that
let's
purple?
get this. The sooner we end this, the
Cerulean or
sooner we
something.
can
No,
get
the
back.
purple.
And I'm not gonna go that
The
way.
purple.
It was like purple. It was like a.
So with my 6, oh that's 7. Isn't it?
Did you read all the books?
No.
But from the movie?
I can get there.
No, I'm talking
So,
about like.
With my 6, I'll
I'm talking
run
about
in
glow.
through the door
Oh,
and
you
just
mean
kind
the
of
Guardian of the
charge
Galaxy?
in blindly
I've read
this
that.
direction into that guy.
I thought
Yes.
Are you gonna attack him?
Thanks for all the fish.
I only read the elevator at the end of the world. I think it was the first one.
The
restaurant
at the end of the
world.
That's the
Yeah.
second one, but it's
Is
my
it?
favorite one.
So that's the only one
That's
I
the
read
second.
because I watched the movie, and so I assumed that it was. No, it means I read 2 because the first one I read the first
just-
and the second one.
Douglas Adams explains things away that there's really no other way to say nothing about it.
So
Right?
attack
Like he
It was
drank
great.
a drink that was almost but not
14,
entirely
19
completely unlike-
total. So
my favorite
19.
part is the
19.
cow that is designed to
1d8 plus
not only
3.
want to be eaten, but to
5.
be able to explain intelligently.
So I dealt 5 to
That
that
wants
first
to be-
ranger guy.
Take
And
away
then-
any ethical
The guy
concerns.
who's taking. Okay, that's the guy who's taking.
Force feeding myself.
And so I guess what I'm gonna do then, I'll move this.
Oh wait, which ridge guy? Because it's cloudy, you can't see inside.
I just ran into the first guy who I could get
Oh,
on
okay.
the
Oh,
left-hand
okay.
side.
Okay.
So whoever that guy was. So I hit him the first time. I have a better chance to hit. I don't know if I really want to waste it yet. So I'll just move my spiritual weapon up next to me, and I'll just make an attack spiritual weapon instead of using another attack.
Okay.
Theoretically. 16 plus 5, 21.
Hit.
But it does 1d8 plus only 4.
Yeah.
7. Respectable. Respectable.
Respectable 12.
Yep.
From the cleric.
Disc golf shirt.
Honey, do you play disc golf?
I don't play, but I've watched it. Big James Conrad fan.
Big James Conrad, dude. All right, I'll join you into our disc golf group because we got one of those too. So Adam will enter you into this D&D group, and once you're in the D&D group, so I know who you are, I'll friend you,
This
and then I'll
disc golf
add you to
shirt's
our disc
better
golf
than
shirt.
that disc.
That is
Oh, I didn't
that is
even
a way
notice
better
that
one.
was better.
You've always got the crazy discs.
I've never
man.
played.
You never played?
No, but
I've
I've
got
watched
this.
it.
So
for a
Carl
long
and I
time.
play every Sunday.
If
when the
weather's nice,
nice.
if weather's nice, I want in this week too. If weather's nice,
I don't think it will be, but
yeah, neither do I.
I just saw the dynamic discs and I was like,
Yep.
oh, I know that.
Yep, that's from a trilogy
I
challenge.
watched a lot of Jomez during
Jonas
COVID,
Pro, yeah,
during
yeah,
COVID.
man. And you're lucky. St. Thomas has 2 of the
Yeah,
nicest
I know. I've
courses,
seen it. I've driven
man.
by it.
One's
Yeah,
just by my
Sunset.
house.
Yeah, I drive
Yeah,
by
that's
it.
right. One is right by your house. You
Is
got
it the one in
Gary.
Pinafore?
The guy in front of you that
not
he's going to
Pinafore.
attack dropped his bow, attacks
there's
you
one by the
twice.
courthouse. It's big.
The first one is
Oh,
a 6,
very,
the second
very
one
big.
is a 17.
20 AC.
Anyway, I'd like to try it.
And
Yeah,
then the
dude,
guy
I got
behind
lots
him.
to just lend
I
you,
was
so
gonna
you
say,
can.
between Carl and I, we've got
Oh, buddy,
tons
so
of
much.
desks.
Yeah,
And we're
I'd
always
just go
looking-
with you because I'd need pointers.
And I'll pick
Like
if you're
the last
when
few
you're in
years,
St.
or
Thomas,
you've
I'll
been
pick you up
playing
too.
for a while?
Yeah.
'Cause I normally pick. I've got a run. I normally pick 2 people up so
Years
far.
ago
I'll
for a
pick you up
few
too.
years.
And we'll all go
23
together.
hit, 8 damage from the arrow, and the
Just
guy in the
started
back
started up.
moves behind the boxes, and you
Would
can't
he have
see him.
disadvantage against me, considering that A, there's smoke, B, there's a guy
No, the
between
smoke's
us?
pouring out of the building. There's no smoke in the building.
Oh, there's no smoke
There's a
in the
draft.
building.
There's a draft coming up from somewhere that you can't see.
So I'll take my 8,
right?
I'll take my 8 and be happy. You should be thankful I
Yeah.
drew that away from you.
Okay. And then you see him move behind the boxes, and he drops down. He just
I'd
like
love to,
jumps
I've
and
just
drops down a trap
taken on
door.
too much most
in
of
the
He's,
floor.
he's right in front of that, so would he get an attack of opportunity against him
Minimum
as he
2
jumps
hours,
down
2
the door?
days
He's
a week,
literally right in front of it.
At disadvantage
And then
Sure.
pay
because
for
he's
it.
falling.
Roll 2d20. Take the lowest one.
I would. Definitely would.
That doesn't matter. It's over. It's over. The 5 ended it.
Oh,
Doesn't matter. You have to take the 5.
5.
You got disadvantage.
Missed. So he drops down. You hear him hit. You hear him land in something like squishy ground underneath, and he shouts something, and it echoes. You hear it echoing down, like almost down like a corridor, like a stone corridor. He lands in something squishy.
It's only been 10 seconds since the Keymaster went down there, so we're not that far behind him.
Does he have a bonus action to like drop something? I know, like, isn't that
It's
a
his
thing
turn.
barbarians
His turn.
can do?
Yeah.
Like,
That's a turn thing. The bonus action to drop or a free action to drop, but that still happens on your turn.
oh, it's not. Okay.
So now it is
I got lost.
your turn. You look through, you see the cleric engage. Well, you see smoke. Cleric charge through the smoke into the building.
And went on the left-hand side of the boxes. Throwing that out there.
I'll shoot down the left-hand side.
Where's Bowser? He's probably upstairs waiting by the door to go upstairs.
Don't hit me. Bowser. Once you get in, you can see everything.
I can only just get to the front, so I'm gonna peek in. How far can you see through the smoke?
Pardon?
How far can I see through the smoke?
You can't. You have to get it through the door to get through. Hey, Bowser, come here.
Then that's all I can do is get to there.
Hey, you see the 2 people bleeding out. They're obviously dead, but the person who rushed over to help them is like, frantically like looking for a medical kit to try and render some kind of aid. But they're both beyond. You can recognize it. They're both beyond saving. But this person, like, obviously, like, from their reaction, they knew these 2 people.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm sorry, friend, but they're dead. Come with us to avenge them.
Okay.
Follow Sir Steve. I don't know what your character's name.
Me?
What's your character's name?
Drac.
What? Oh,
Dracar.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So-
I thought with your Steven.
Yeah,
or
well,
sorry,
son of
your,
Joseph, you got it. See, easy.
your human presenting. I didn't know if that was your
Oh yeah.
real
human
name or
presenting.
not.
Presenting.
Okay.
Although if you
You're a
look at
cleric?
me, you'll see that my eyes are very pale blue, almost inhumanly blue, and my hair is
Like a
silver
hyper-intelligent
in color.
Do you
And
identify
My
as a
shadow doesn't even seem to follow my same movement sometimes. Like I'll be moving one way, but the shadow will almost seem to be moving on its own, kind of like Peter Pan's
That's
shadow
not
in a lot of
food.
ways.
Now what you lay down, that's
Envision
food.
that.
So
Just
I'll encourage the other guy to go in there and support Drac to avenge his friends.
using your action to make a
Yeah,
persuasion
arousing.
check.
Do it.
Nat 20.
Nice. He's
Where's
totally
Ryan?
persuaded.
He dries his eyes. And he
Revenge!
dries his eyes and looks up with resolute determination, inspired by your fine words, and he rises right and pulls out his poorly honed club, ready to charge into the fray.
All right, what movie is this from? Stay to the right, or stay to the left. Stay to the left.
Sending him to his death.
Stay to the left.
So if you know the cloud of daggers is there, you could tell me to turn it off.
Yeah, but what if those
I have
other
no
guys-
reason to do it yet.
I guess.
Yeah, you don't have a reason to do it. Why would you?
I
Now,
need to know that
It's your
if
turn.
someone
It's
knows
my
that
turn.
it's there,
It's
you
your
can
turn.
communicate.
I
to me.
just saw a guy
It's
to
not
my
possible.
At this point, has the smoke kind of billowed out? Like, is it gone?
it's slow. It's starting to dissipate, but it's only been like 6 seconds.
Okay.
Well, actually 12 seconds because it's been out for 2 rounds now.
So I've been back
So
here.
the Keymaster's 12 seconds ahead of us.
Do I have a minimum range on the short bow?
Someone within 5 feet of you,
Within 5 feet.
you get disadvantage.
And
to
these two are
attack.
both alive, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna move this way. Can I shoot in?
You
You
can't.
can't shoot through the.
No.
You can, but you can't see.
But
what you're
I'm
shooting
just
at.
shooting randomly.
You're shooting blind.
If you go in, then you can see.
Okay, I can get in because I have this plus another inch. I can get inside the door.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
Nice.
gonna move into the door, so I'm just gonna put myself right in there.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna shoot. I have Horde Breaker, so I'm gonna shoot at these two. These two guys.
Move 5 feet over to the other side so you can do it. There you go.
Right there.
Now, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Now you can see him because you wouldn't see him.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, the guy at the back, he dropped down. He's gone.
Oh,
He
oh,
dropped down.
This guy's gone.
Yeah,
oh,
so
okay.
just
Well,
the
then
one.
there's no point. It doesn't matter. But
Yeah.
either way,
Perfect shot. You line it up.
I'll
The
shoot at
angle's
this guy.
perfect. The energy's perfect. It just drops.
If only there was someone
It's
there.
like just throwing the perfect shot. You
A
know,
lob.
off the backboard, on the ground.
either way, am I good to shoot?
Off the seat
Yep.
of the stance.
Yep.
into
Oh,
the-
they have concealment, so disadvantage. Cover.
Ooh.
Sorry.
2.
Don't disadvantage. So you're gonna miss, but roll again in
I
case
have
you get a
plus
1.
plus 8, don't I? But
Yes,
either
but it's
way,
disadvantage. So
Oh,
roll
no.
again.
Go get the one. I know what that means.
that's 14.
Thank God.
So
I know what the one means.
That's
So
not
you
a
gotta
shoot
ball
myself?
lands in your
No,
head.
you shoot me.
Carl, an arrow wings past your head and sticks into the wall beside you.
That's it.
Okay,
It's my
that's
turn.
okay. Biffer, you're standing at the opening of the opening that they dropped down.
Go get him.
You can look down. It's probably
What do I see?
10 feet below. There's a like a trot. There's a hay on the floor, and you can tell there's a corridor that leads like back this way.
But there's also a baddie that's in range.
Adam, I wouldn't have to wait till my turn to turn that off.
Yes.
If I saw things interacting with people, I
I
could be
think you
like,
have to turn
"Oh,
off as
stop
an
now."
action.
As,
Normally,
no,
does it have to be an action?
it's that no.
You
You
could probably
can
do it at any
stop.
time.
You can stop if it's concentration. You can
If
stop.
I saw a
But
friend
here's
going
the thing.
into it, I
but
could
here's
stop
the thing.
concentrating.
3 actions.
Yeah.
Still only happen on your turn
Mm-hmm.
because it's still an action. It's still
It's
even
not
though
a
it's free,
reaction.
right?
Yeah.
You're right. So you could
Yeah,
use your reaction.
You can see my
to Biffer.
logic.
I can.
The rules
but
are the
you're-
rules, but you can see the logic.
Yeah.
Like so, just see here. Cloud of daggers.
So can I pop my head up and see this guy?
Yeah, it's just concentration. So
You
on
don't
your
even have
turn,
to
you can
pop.
drop
You just see him
concentration.
straight up.
Free.
You see
You're
his
looking
back
right at him.
exposed to you, and you'll get an attack. You'll get an attack with advantage and everything because he's already in combat with me.
Yeah, here.
Nice.
Okay.
So
You're
running
around
up
him.
to
So move your thing
He
over
hops
there.
over it. He hops
Dexterity
over
You
it.
check.
jump across. You jump across
He
the
doesn't have
wall.
to jump. He doesn't have to jump. He'll just avoid it. He just avoids it.
Steps around it.
Into the cloud of daggers.
Say, don't say
Arrow.
jump. Don't ever say
Yeah,
jump.
yeah.
Say,
You know what happens when you jump.
I can't make it. You'll have to toss me.
So you got advantage because he's also in combat with me. So you get 2d20, take your highest. And they're plus 6s to hit. So it's a 12, miss, and 2 6s.
Miss. And followed by a
Darn.
miss.
That's harsh.
It is.
Mm.
But here's the thing. As a fighter, you've used second wind.
Oh, there's
You do have action surge where you could attack again if you want to.
That's
Now, once you use it, you can't do it until you finish a
Long
short or long rest.
Oh, short.
oh, short rest.
He has it on short right away.
Short or long rest. But
Do
short
it,
rest
do
is
it,
still
do
an
it.
hour.
One's
Yeah,
gonna
I
attack
know.
you.
I know.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, roll again. You need an 8.
Advantage.
Oh, you get advantage. You get advantage. Good, come on. One more. You get one more.
Nat 20, nat 20.
Oh my God, 6 6 5 5. Oh
6, 6,
God.
Jesus.
Worst roll.
Awesome.
He's
I love it. I
destined.
fucking love it.
Oh God, it's the destiny of the Biffer.
Ryan, throw that dice away and get a new
Yeah,
dice.
watch it.
Ryan, you shouldn't have
Don't
used
use that
action
D20.
surge.
Oh, stop rolling, stop rolling. You're charged up for a good one. You're charged up.
Brutal.
They can't roll that every time.
Okay. My turn. Everyone else has gone in, and I'm like, whoa, I better stop this this cloud of daggers. All right, I'm going in. Do I get to ask a question as a free action?
You can speak as
Free action is you can stop concentrating as a free action,
Okay.
and you can speak as a free action.
Okay,
Can
so
you
I'm
do
going
The
in.
camera's still
Yeah,
looking
it's
good on its
not.
angle.
It's
There's no
not.
limit.
Yeah, we're okay.
So I'm like, where'd they go?
Why'd
Where'd
that
they
guy
go?
fall over? Why'd that other? Oh,
Because he's dead.
He's dead. That's right.
Oh, that is a good angle.
Okay, so
That's what I
you
thought.
drop the cloud of daggers.
You're
And I'm like, where'd they
standing
go?
at
Where'd
the
they go?
opening. You're standing at the opening. There is a rough iron rung ladder down
Okay.
the stone wall, and it goes down about 10 feet. There's a pile of hay that's damp underneath that leads into beneath.
I
There is a
see
tunnel.
this, but I'm not going down. How is it lit? Well,
You
I
can
have
see
dark vision.
Yeah.
I do. I see it. Okay.
You hear someone shouting something and echoing through the tunnels.
Do I know what they say?
There's like shouting. It's disturbed. It's distorted by the echoing. It's mostly like people's names.
Whoops. I'm
There
not
was a
destroying
drink
my
on
wife's
there, Jake.
book. For me?
No, there isn't
No,
drink
no
on there
drink.
this time.
No drink.
No bevy.
It's the reason I don't keep it on the.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Could do dissonant whispers down there.
What do you do on your
Is it
turn?
an area of
Is that your
effect?
idea?
You have to probably target someone. I have to have one creature. So I can't just throw it down there. I have to have a target.
The target. Right? And
Target.
that's why force the force field that you put out couldn't be targeted because it was invisible and any spell cast at it is dispelled.
So can I see anyone down there? I'm at the
Technically,
edge of the
then
thing.
that would
Do I
work
see
with the disintegrate because
The
the disintegrate would target it
No,
and it would
you
be,
can't target it, it's invisible.
but it would hit it, even though just the mere fact that it would make contact with it
So here's
would
the
allow
thing.
it to happen.
Here's the thing what disintegrates it. This is something that is not relevant to this game.
Yeah,
But
I completely
disintegrate,
agree.
as you can see, a reduced pile of the creature you destroyed life and means of resurrection first spells, but automatically disintegrates a large or smaller non-magical object create.
or
or
a creation of magical force.
However, when you look at what was the spell that you cast there, James?
Force cage.
It wasn't Force Cage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
It was
Force
Force
Cage.
Cage 5. Okay, so Force Cage.
We talked about doing the other one, Force Field or whatever, or Field of Force. We talked about doing Field of Force, but it was Force Cage.
But 7th level spell. So,
That's why.
an
it was a
immobile,
7th level.
invisible cube of prison. So again, disintegrate requires a
I think I
target,
told you about this.
But it would just hit it.
but you can't target it.
Yeah, but it would just
But
impact
then it
it.
says a prison in the shape of when you cast a spell, any creatures only person who's in the area, those who fit inside are pushed away from the center and inside. Creature can't leave, but if creature tries to teleportation, blah blah blah.
It just says the spell can't be dispelled by magic. It doesn't say that
the
it
creature can use
dispels
magic,
magic, so it would work.
Can't educate the way to spell.
So it would
Also
work.
extends these through blocking here.
Yep.
The spell can't. Oh, it can't be spelled by spell.
Yeah,
magic.
so it
yeah,
would work.
disintegrate would work.
It's the only thing. Not that my character or anyone
No,
had
had it,
disintegrate.
yeah.
Disintegrate would have worked.
So that's true. That's the way out.
So I'm going to do persuasion check,
Okay.
and I'm going to yell down the hole, "We got them all! Come on back up!"
He knows you don't have them all.
Well, I didn't say it was going to be an easy check. I have nothing else to do. I might as well try.
You can make it with allow you to make your check with disadvantage.
Okay. 16. 20. Not 20, so I take.
Disadvantage. You get the 16.
Does the nat 20 not count for something?
Nothing
Okay.
else.
So I've got, I do have persuasion, and I have crazy charisma.
I just don't
So
know
I
what
have
it's
like
gonna do.
plus 8.
Plus 6.
Plus 6?
Plus your charisma plus 4.
Yeah, plus
Unless
4,
you
plus
have
6.
16 expertise in it.
So 22.
22.
I might have expertise. She's got a plus 4 down there. I'll have to talk to her about that.
That would be from the charisma check. That would be the charisma one.
Gotcha. That's why she put
They run faster, knowing that you got everyone who is above them.
I asked them to come back up.
You hear an echoed reply. Oh, don't worry, we're on our way.
It was like, come back up. We got them.
Don't worry, we're on our way.
Back up. Good. They're coming back up.
Mm-hmm.
Totally wasn't a sarcastic reply. It was,
Not at all.
they're absolutely doing it.
We're
Are we
absolutely
gonna try and
coming.
capture
Nope. And I still have movement, so
I
I'm gonna
run
be like-
away.
I'm gonna run away. All right, guys. I got him to come and get
heard
you.
absolutely no fear in that response.
Okay, I'm back here.
Okay,
Okay, suckers.
It is
They're
11.
coming back.
It is
I gotta
11.
go. Yeah.
We're essentially okay. There's one guy
Let's just
left.
finish the attack.
We'll
It's my
finish
turn.
off this guy.
All right,
Combat,
I
and
rolled
I'll
to
leave it
attack.
set up for the next.
17,
Capture
9,
it.
10,
We
11.
need to talk to these guys.
You don't want to kill him?
Now there's gonna be like 15.
What
of
about the
them
guys
coming up
down
the
there?
ladder.
Well, we're just gonna interrogate him while they get away. They're only 12 seconds ahead of us.
They're not getting away. They're coming back. I convinced them to come back.
So
They're not getting away.
You hear a lot of shouting responses, more than the two that dropped down there.
There's a whole pile of them that are coming back. That's
And you're
okay.
running. Remember
That's
that
all right,
scene
I'm
in
out
Conan
here.
the Barbarian when they're running through the tunnel and you can hear all the people behind them as they're
And then
sorry,
they
Conan
turn
the
around,
Destroyer.
yeah,
Conan the Destroyer. Sorry.
So I missed with my first attack anyway. So I will do a 1 kill alive.
With my
I
20,
spiritual weapon him. Fuck
22,
him. I hit him with the spiritual weapon.
That was
1d8.
enjoyable.
1d8 plus 4.
Might enjoy a bard.
6, 10.
Dead.
Yes. Take that.
Well done.
Unconscious, not dead.
Making death saving throws.
But we could always just stabilize him if we wanted to.
Oh, are you going to?
I'm not going to.
Yeah, let's waste a turn as you hear all of these voices screaming, "We're coming back!"
Is anyone going to make a missing check on him?
I'm gonna use my movement now and say I'm gonna use my
I'm
movement.
gonna get the fuck away.
No, I'm gonna use my movement. I'm going down. Okay. There we go.
Nice to know you.
All right. Well, who knows? There's other voices. We know there's 2 guys down there at least.
No, we know there's like
successes,
6
failures.
people down
There's
there.
2. There's 2.
I'll
There's
try
6.
and.
He said
if
there
we're
was
out of
lots
initiative.
of voices.
Yeah, that's fine.
15.
I go down.
Alright.
I got 20 AC. Lots of health. What are
Stabilized.
we gonna do? Run? Are you guys
Then
planning
I'll
on
climb
running
up and
away?
go.
Is that your
Yeah.
plan?
Well,
Stabilized.
I'm just going back behind the door because I'm
So
I'm-
laying on
I'm
the floor
weak, but
in this room with you guys, you drop down the hole.
Yeah.
The 2 bodies of the people that had been going around taking the gold from the people.
so we'll get our 25 gold back for the dude.
So they were hired by someone else, and then that someone else took their shit.
No one
and
has
then
searched
pieced
them to
out.
find out how much gold they have on them.
Interesting.
Well, yeah, it didn't seem an
I've
appropriate time to cross
stabilized
my
the
mind.
one guy, tied
yeah.
him up.
For a brief moment, we're out of initiative. Well, he does that. You drop down the hole.
Yeah.
You look down the hole. You can see there are about 5 torches
Okay.
coming down the corridor behind the 2 people turned, and they see you, and they begin smiling, and the ranger draws his arrow back, and then you're back into initiative at the start of next game.
Nice.
We'll
Yeah.
start off back.
That's
into
great
initiative.
game.
It's fine with me. I like it.
I've gotta get.
And we
All
go
right,
down
but
the
Here,
was
pass
so
me
great.
that. Pass me this thing.
Guys,
there.
that was a lot of fun.
There we go, guys. Red
Great
Tail
stuff.
Rogues.
So
We're done.
Time.
Red Tail Rogues.
Session 1, episode 2.
Session 1. So I guess wouldn't be session 1 or what?
Well, it was session 0 was last time.
Oh,
So it was session 0, right?
That's what we're calling it.
Well,
We're good. Until next week. RTR. Or next session. Whoever knows what that will be.
Yeah, and in the new year,
Peace, everybody.
possibly in the new year. You will see.
I'm